What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back, speaking my sports talk. Alright, it's funny. My red hat is coming through on the damn green screen. Take this hat off. So y'all don't see that red blur. Look at that. Anyway, chain with ice in the building. Was good with your brother? Alright, man. Let me get this link in the chat earlier. This is one of these. It's part two, guys. Part two. If you guys were here Friday, the best boxes in 2021. We're going division by division, and we've already covered weight classes in part one. Well, we're on part two now. This is part two of this, guys. We're doing the 118 division today, 130, and Cruiserweight. So these are the guys we're going to be talking about today. Let me get this link in the chat. On the panel. Chain with ice in the building. Was good with your brother? Peace. All right. Boom. Link in the chat. Chain with ice in the building. MMA champ said, salute D in chat. Just came here to smash a like. Having to get back to editing. Yeah, man. It's a lot of time taking on that editing. So do your thing, brother. Trust me, I know. That daggone editing take a lot of time. Appreciate you sliding through, hitting the like, MMA champ. Appreciate that, bro. So, sorry guys, I'm getting these. I need to start putting these out before the live starts. These god doggone these YouTube still not they still not sending our notifications out, so I gotta do the notifications myself. That's why I don't know, bro. Like, we always start off with like 15, 16 people for like the first 30 minutes because they're not sending any notifications out. You're supposed to get 3 a day, however, they just don't. I don't know. But they just don't want to send ours out, so I got to do it myself. All right, boom. All right, so that's done. So here we go. Who we got? Chain with ice, MMA champ. My man, Dead Game Boxing in the building. Raider, I see you, Raider from LA. In the building. Was good, everybody. All right, so Dead Game says, I got you, Intangible. He said, I am the only one who liked so far. Hit the like button. Hell yeah, hit the like, man. He says only one like.
I'm number 3.
What's up, Intangible? Appreciate you. All right, guys, so let's start off 118, especially since we got Intangible on the panel. He knows those little guys better than most people I know. So let's going to crank up this 118 division.
Yeah, sure.
Right in your cup of tea there, Intangible.
118, even though, of course, I guess some would say I specialize in lower weight divisions, it's kind of started to wane off a little bit because of the fact that some of the guys have become a bit inactive. But I think the number one in the division, Inoue, there's no dispute there. Now,
for sure.
Some may dispute this, but I personally have Casemiro number 2 and Donaire number 3, and the reason why is because of Donaire's inactivity. Now, I actually think Donaire's win over Ryan Burnett, you could argue, is better than the Zolani Tete win for John Riel Casemiro, even though the circumstances were questionable. I do think it was I do personally believe, though, just as far as this weight category goes, Casemiro's recent work, since Donaire's loss to Inoue, Casemiro has become a world champion and made a defense. So I personally have to put him number 2. You obviously have other guys in the mix like Zolani Tete, who obviously lost a while ago. I'm not sure when he's returning, but you have him. Maloney just lost. Emmanuel Rodriguez just lost in a robbery, although I think he's having a fight soon. It's a good division. I feel like there are certain things that I feel like you kind of look to the European levels to find the best of action right now. The action is kind of slowed down, and obviously Inoue is fighting Das Marinas as IBF mandatory next. So in that case, it's kind of started to slow down. But you do have Lee McGregor, who's just becoming European champion, and hopefully his ascension to the top levels can further assist the future of this division. So
Nah.
me personally, number 1 in Inoue. I think that's not disputable. Number 2, Casemiro. Number 3, Donaire.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. And like I was doing the other day, guys, I'm not giving mine in any particular order. And no surprise that Intangible and I have the same 3 guys. I was on the fence too with Casemiro, but I kind of agree with you. You know who I was on the fence with? Casemiro. This one might seem funny to you.
Okay.
No, we weren't on the fence with the same guy. We was on the fence with Casemiro, but I was on the fence with Rigondao because even though he's older, I just think that he might still possibly be able to beat those guys besides Annoy. I don't think he'll beat Annoy, but I do think that he could potentially beat Casemiro or Bali, maybe Donaire. I think he could probably beat those guys. I'm not saying he will, but I didn't put him in the top 3. I had Annoy. I had the same 3 you had. I had Annoy, Casemiro, and Donaire.
Yeah. Nordino Bali.
I did think no, Dino Bali. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced of Obali.
Yeah, fair enough.
Takuma Inui was putting it on him. He won that fight, but this is the lesser Inui. You know what I mean? And Takuma was putting it on him. So I'm just not really he did beat Zolani Tete, right? Isn't that he did beat Zolani.
No. Ubali beat
that was Obali. I mean, that was Donaire, right? That beat Tete.
No, Zolani Tete lost to Casemiro. Ubali, he beat Rashi Warren for the vacant title. That's probably his best win to date.
Warren, that was it. Yeah, he beat Warren. That was it. Yeah, you're right. But I'm just not convinced of no Dino Bali. I actually wasn't prior to the Takuma fight, but the Takuma Inouye fight, that kind of cleaned it up when I watched him in that fight because, again, at the time, remember, they were talking about him and Monster Inouye getting in there should they win both of their fights, and then he went in there and struggled with the lesser Inouye, and Monster Inouye went in there and had a terrific fight with Nonito Donaire. So I was like, nah, bro, Obali, nah. I think Rigondeaux, John Casemiro, Donaire, I think they all beat Obali, to be real. That's just how I see it. So whatever. But yeah, those are our top 3. For the 118, let me see. We got Timmy Nealon in the building. What's good? Round start in the building. What's good, brother? Junior, what's good with you, fam? Good evening, D panel and chat. Good evening to you, bro. Salute to you, my man. Boxing Monster in the building. Salute, G. Jeffrey. What's up, brother? What's good? Yeah, Timmy, Obali. Yeah, Obali.
I want to say things.
What do you think about Obali, Intangible?
I think you're underselling Ubali a little bit. Ubali is actually a well-established amateur, has a pretty good amateur pedigree, has fought the likes of Zhou Shiming there. He's a very crafty offensive fighter. Now, defensively, he's a little bit leaky, and his chin has some questions because he got hurt by Takuma, who's obviously not a huge hitter. Right. Another thing with Ubali is him beating Rashi Warren. Some people may scoff at Warren at this point. Warren's not a huge puncher, but he's a decent boxer. He was able to beat Juan Carlos Payano, for example. Ubali was able to
He was really good when Ubali beat him. I feel you on the Warren situation.
I think it's very hard to predict how really a Donaire fight, just any Donaire fight with those top guys would go. I'd probably pick him to beat Casemiro simply because I think he has the chin to be able to. Okay, by the way, shadow boxing. When I say Zhou Shiming, I'm talking about amateur Zhou Shiming, not professional. Okay, so relax. But as I was saying,
get on Intangible.
yeah. As I was saying, oh god, I lost my train of thought. So Nordino Bali, I do think it's hard to predict how a fight between he and Donaire would go because both guys have been very inactive, have been inactive for the same amount of time, but also. How is the inactivity going to affect Donaire? And the damage Donaire took in that Inouye fight was pretty great. And even though Ubali took a fair amount of damage in the Takuma fight, it wasn't anything that can ruin a career, especially for a fighter of his definitely more so youth than Nonito. So I think you're underselling him a little bit, but I
Probably so,
personally
bro. You're
would put him
probably
behind those guys.
correct. You are probably 100% correct, fam, because I ain't never had no problem saying, these divisions better than I do. So I will take, I probably am underselling them. You got more information about this stuff than I do, so I'll take your word for it, fam. I'm underselling them. Fuck it. You know what I mean? That game in the building was good. Was good, brother. You on mute, dead game. All right, man. Why you guys? You in battle rifle? Y'all always come up here and then fucking. You know what I mean? Intangible. Like, what's up, Intangible? Hey, what's up? How you doing? What's up, dead game?
Yeah.
Crickets. Whatever, man. So yeah, let's just touch on this next subject. We still got a lot to cover. We'll just move on to the next one. We'll let Dead Game catch up when he finally get his mic in order. Here's a fun division. Division that people are paying attention to for sure, especially since Oscar Valdez just went out there and, put something rough on Miguel Burchell. But this is an interesting division concerning the top three guys for sure, because I don't know. I think we may get some different names here. Potentially. I'm not sure. Because you could call Tank one of the best, which I'm sure Dead Gang gonna have Tank as one of the best. But is he performing like one of the best? Is he fighting like one of the best? You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll go through this division. Virtuoso in the building. What's good with you, brother?
What's up, dude?
What's up, bro? So Virtuoso, this is our second. This is part 2. We actually did part 1 Friday. I'm not sure if you're here. Well, this is a 5-part series. We're going through all of the divisions from 115 all the way up to heavyweight, and we're giving our best 3 guys. No particular order. It's just opinionated, not really a debate thing. Just wanted to kind of get some ideas and discuss this. And we just did 115, so if you want to give your thoughts on the 115 real quick, Virtuoso, who are your top 3 guys? You can put them in order. You don't have to, but who are your top 3 guys at 115?
Gonzalez, Juan Francisco Estrada, and I could add, this guy.
I'm sorry, Virtuoso. That was fucking
Yep.
Friday. 118. 118.
118.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
All right. Yeah. So I like Casemiro. I like Inoue. I'm not really familiar with the bantamweight, but I'd like to get more into it. But I'd only name, those guys. But is Ubali a bantamweight?
Yeah, Obali's there too. But those first 2 names you gave, we actually had in our top 3 too. So that's 2 good shouts.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's like this is a must-see division, man. But I don't want to see it get fucked up by politics. So
Right.
I could only hope for the best, man.
Which is a good chance with Mauricio Suleiman's stupid ass introducing this franchise belt into these different starting to take it down to the smaller weight classes. We see what he just did with Chocolatito and Juan Francisco Estrada. To me, it was no reason at all to introduce that franchise belt to that weight. No reason. Absolutely no reason.
Wait, he introduced another one, a franchise title to 115?
Yeah, bro. He just gave it to wasn't it Estrada? He gave it to Intangible?
Yes.
Yeah, he gave Estrada his fucking franchise champion now, Virtuoso. Ridiculous, this damn Suleiman.
The circumstances aren't the best, but it's not the worst at the same time, because at least Wrong Visage is going to decapitate Quadras, and you might still see a trilogy after another uniform. Yeah, you might still see another trilogy at the end of the day, but this division is not one that has a lot of unifications, which is a shame. In fact, Estrada versus Chocolatito 2 is the first unification down there since 2008 with Mijares and Darchinian. So I would have liked to see it happen more frequently.
You said Darchinian, Vic Darchinian?
Yes, Vic Darchinian versus Christian Mijares.
Oh, cool. Vic used to be in our prediction league.
Can you hear me?
I think he's still in it, isn't he?
Is he still there? He might be still in it.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
My bad.
Oh no, my bad. I had internet problems, but I'm back now. Y'all keep
Oh,
cooking.
that's their game. Hell no, now you can get in the conversation, fucker. You went cold silence on us again. But look, we started with the 118 division, Anoya and those guys, their game. So give us your top three fighters. It can be in order, it don't have to be, but give us your top three fighters. Tell us what you think, why, that type of shit. It's
I would
on you.
say I would say Nui number one.
Uh-huh.
I will put Rigo. Where Rigo fight at?
Yeah, Rigondao is there, and I was on the fence of putting him there.
All right.
Rigondao is there.
I got Anui, Rigo, and Casamayer.
That's good. That's a good list. That's a good list. You want to break it down a little?
I mean, pretty much. I don't really watch the smaller guys. I'm gonna go with Rigo. I put Rigo in there because I've seen him fight more than the other guys, and Inui is the monster, and I like Inui.
Right.
And Casamayer, I mean, he's good. I like him. They got the other guy you was talking about though. I saw him fight.
Who?
The
Nodino
Obali.
Bali? Nodino
Yeah,
Bali?
he
Yeah.
nice. He nice.
Yeah.
And then you still can't sleep on See, I don't know what these guys see because Nonito fought Inui, so Nonito in there too. So
Yeah,
Nonito,
Nodito Donaire, Naoya Nui, Nodino Bali, John Real Casamero. Those are probably the better guys in my opinion in that division.
yeah, that's cool. That's my list.
Okay. Okay. Good list. That's a good list. I was actually on the fence that game with Rigondao. I'm trying to decide whether I was going to put Rigondao in there because I believe he can beat a lot of these other guys. You know what I mean? Even though he's older, I think Rigondao can beat him. So I was on the fence with that, but I did slide. I did slide Casemiro in there over Rigondao. That was who I was. That's where I had Nonito, Daenerys, and Naoya Noi in there for sure. But I was just trying to decide between Rigondao and John Real Casemiro, and I went with Casemiro. It's really close though. I accept Rigondao. That's a good pick. I don't have a problem with that pick.
You think they're gonna fight?
Oh fuck, who knows, bro? With all of the fights we wanted, the bigger weight classes, I don't even want to get into that with the smaller weight classes. I just ask Intangible, hit him up. Hey, Intangible, what's going on? You think they gonna fight?
I don't know. I haven't heard any rumors about the fight since late last year, so I couldn't really say.
Right, yeah, and that's Virtuoso. That's where I go to him or Mark, either him or Mark. I'll go.
Yeah.
Because I know Intangible be, paying a lot of attention into. That's not all. He pays attention to all boxing. I mean, but he damn sure does some good work in the lower weight classes. So I defer to Intangible or either Mark if it's something I don't know. Like I defer to Ring IQ about women's boxing. Like you know what I mean? I just go right to Julius. Hey Julius, what you think about that? Because I don't know a whole lot about women's, but Shadow Boxing, what's good with you? Junior in the building, what's good? He said intangible. Cheers. Zoo Shimming. Oh, yeah, that's what Intangible was talking about. Shadow Boxer say he went 3 rounds with Shimming in the amateurs. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, okay. Yeah.
A couple of times.
Yeah, Shadow Boxing is one of the most achieved amateurs. Shimming is one of the most cheap amateur. Oh, that's you, Intangible. I don't even know. Martin Ramos in the building. Mi hermano, what's good with you? What's good? Dragon Leg. He said, fuck him. D. Jamel is the man. Damn right. Thank you, Dragon Leg. Thank you, brother. What's wrong with him, Dragon Leg? Jamel is Lions Den. He is the number 1 Charlo, and he is PBC King. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Errol Spence. Yeah, Errol Spence is my guy too. Jamel get ready to go 4-belt undisputed. Errol Spence and them messing around with 4-belt undisputed. Man, Jamel is the man at the PBC. And he is the number 1 Charlo. Damn that. Damn Jamal. I don't even freaking advocate for Jamal. To hell with Jamal. All right, so James, what's good? James, what's up with you? What up, D Priest, brother? Bud Crawford, pound for pound king in the building. Salute to you. Bud. El Primo, mi hermano, what's good? Eddie looked for it. Who, Eddie Hearn? Chocolatito won that fight. He will get his revenge. Yeah, for sure. I think he won, but you know, it is what it is. I think he won. Willie Williams in the building. Was good with your red glove. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. All right, so everybody got off on 118. Now we're gonna move to the exciting division where Oscar Valdez just pulled off the upset. Virtuoso, I want you to jump in there first. 130-pound division, Virtuoso. Who are your top 3 guys? Give us a little bit about why you feel that way.
Well, I'm just gonna look at the title holders because those are the one that I've seen that basically showed their skills off. For one is Oscar Valdez. He basically beat the brace off of Miguel Berchelt going backwards,
Yeah, he
and
did.
that was very spectacular. And Jamel Herring is coming into his own in this stage of his career. I know he beat a smaller guy in Francis, but Francis is a really good boxer, and he was really busy. He really gave him, something to deal with that pressure, but he handled it really well. And I really like Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson to me is a phenom, man. He was almost a gold medal winner, at the Olympics, but
Got robbed.
corruption. Yeah, got robbed. I like him too. Those are the names I could come up with, man. There's 1, 2, 3, right there.
Good. That's a
And
good list, fam.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good list. All right, then, game, you up. What you got for us, brother? 130. I know one person you got in there, Dead Game.
Of course, number 1 at 130. I have
Gervonta Tank Davis.
exactly.
I already know, bro.
So Tank number 1. Shit, bro. That's
Come on, Dead
after
Game. We
Tank.
need 3. Shakur is there, Dead Game. Jamel Herring is there. Jojo Diaz. Oscar Valdez. Come on, bro. You can give us 3, dog. It ain't all about Tank or nothing, is it?
Let me ask you this. Where Brandon Figueroa fight at?
122.
122. Okay, my bad.
Man, let's say he did fight at 130, you would have Brandon Figueroa in the top 3?
Hell yeah, that's my man. I like Brandon.
Okay, that's cool. Well, who's your other 2?
My other 2 is Shakur and I don't know, fam. I don't know, bro.
Damn, bro. No respect for Oscar, bro. He just beat
No,
Berchelt.
bro.
Wow.
I mean, Oscar nice, bro,
crazy, but what?
You know what I'm saying? Berchelt wasn't right, bro. Something was wrong. Something was wrong with Berchelt, bro.
No one wrong with Berchelt. Berchelt has never been the best boxer, fam. He never have. Go look at all his fights. And as a matter of fact, G Funky, shout out to G Funky. He said because of the lack of Berchelt's boxing acumen, that's why he picked that fight and called that fight perfectly. Exactly how it played out, G Funky did. And he said that's why he was doing it. He was showing the footage. Berchelt ain't never really been a good boxer. Not no elite fighter or nothing. He was bigger than all the rest of the guys, beating the shit out of little guys. That's what he was doing. Let's be real.
All right, so I got Tank, I got Shakur, and I got Tevin Farmer.
All right. Tevin, that's. I mean, he is there, so he did just get beat by JoJo, but that's your opinion. Tevin Farmer. Tevin is a good boxer. I will say that, bro. He definitely a good boxer. So, Intangible, what you got for us, brother? What do you think?
Valdez, Davis, and Herring is my top 3, mainly based on momentum. I mean, the reason why I'd place Davis over Herring, well, simply because, I mean, people can cite Davis beating Leo Santa Cruz and him being a guy coming up, but I mean, looking at who Jamel Herring just beat Carl Frampton, I would actually pick Leo Santa Cruz to beat Carl Frampton at 130. Davis has an all right 130 resume. Has fought some decent opponents. Jose Pedraza. I feel like his body of work is a little better than Herring.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what distinguishes the 2. And then you have Oscar Valdez, who just had the best win in the division. That's I mean, plain and simple. That's just that's why I rate him number one. He beat my number one guy.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, that's how I did with Josh Taylor. He beat Progress. That was my guy, so I had to put him number one. Yeah. So let me ask you this, Intangible. What was your three again? Herring, Tank, and Oscar?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Herring, Tank, and Oscar. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Why is this coming through? This ink pen I'm using. I guess the green screen don't take out pink, huh? Ball hype. All right, ball hype. Since you in here, 118 ball hype. Who are the top three guys at 118 in your opinion? Here we go. Another guy to jump on the panel with the crickets.
Yo. What's up? Can
All
you
right.
guys hear me okay?
Yeah, we can now. Who are your top three guys at 118?
I just called in, so I just caught the last bit of what Dead Game said, but I'll probably say whatever Dead Game said. I'll ride with that.
He said Tank Farmer and who you said Tank Farmer and Valdez, right, Dead Game?
No. You said 118. You said 118, didn't you?
Oh yeah, 118. 118. Yeah, he said Rigondal, Monster Naoya, and did you say Obali? That game? Wasn't that it? I don't know what happened with Tangible. Something like that. So in ball hype, is it that you don't know the 118 division that much? Because if so, that's fine.
I know him, but Rigondal's way past his prime. Nonito Donaire, I think, has been overrated and lost a bunch of big fights. And in a way, I think a lot of these guys in Japan, you have to remember, they're making a lot of money out there, living a great lifestyle. So they're not really trying to put their bodies at risk. And like the legacy is cool and all, but they get rich real fast, real early out there. So he might not be that. He might not be that hungry like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hold on. Time out. Time the fuck out with that one. I disagree with that.
Because I've been to Japan many times, bro. I've been to Japan many times.
What you're not going to do is start that cutting off shit. All right? Seriously. People are going to disagree with shit you say, and you're going to let them get it out, bro. Or I'm going to stop letting you get on this panel. All right? Here's the thing. You can have your opinion, but now I'm going to share mine because I did a video about this a while ago, maybe 6 or 7 months ago. The level of disrespect that are coming to these Japanese fighters. That would encompass Takashi Inouye, Naoya Inouye, Akose Tanaka, Kazuto Ioka, Murata. Like,
no, they're good, man. They're real good.
Hold on. Boat hype. Don't start that dumb shit, bro. Can it when somebody else is talking? Seriously, bro. I'm not going through that today.
I'm just saying they're paid, man.
Okay,
that's
goodbye.
All.
Goodbye, bro. Get off my panel. Like, I'm not even for that dumb shit today. It's like you retarded. All right, guys, let's keep moving. Did everybody get 130?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Now, I will let you guys know. Yes, I kicked him off this time because I'm not for that stupid shit. We trying to have a reasonable discussion. Like, I ain't for that right now. You did Intangible Versatile, so you did too. That game, you gave 130?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so my top three guys at 130. No particular order with me, but I got Shakur, Oscar, and Tank. I'm just doing mine with no particular order. I think Jamel Herring had an impressive fight with Carl Frampton. I was really impressed. I believe he definitely redeemed himself from that bad performance versus Jonathan Okendo.
Yeah.
You know, that was not a good performance. So when he came back with Frampton, that was sort of like a win and a redemption performance. But I think those three guys beats Herring. That's my thing. I think Tank beats him, Shakur beats him, and Oscar beats him. That's my whole thing with Jamel Herring. I don't think he gets past them. And you know, Oscar's a champ, Shakur, Tank. So no, they are champs. I think that they're all champs for a reason. Floyd been messing around with Tank and everything, but even still, we knew none of those guys coming up from 126, and most of these guys at 130 ain't gonna beat them. So I got those three as my top. Tank is underrated because he's hated. That's the thing with Tank. Man, y'all never hear me disrespecting this dude's skills or what he can do in the ring. Hell, I was on all kind of protection going into that Leo fight, protecting Tank because of how people were sleeping on him. Tank is underrated because he's hated. That's why Tank is underrated. But the dude can box. He's got official power. You know, most of these guys, you're pretty much waiting to see when the knockout is going to happen. That's the level of dangerous. I think he's the most dangerous of the three. I definitely don't think he's the most skilled. I would give that to Shakur, or hell, even all around skill. Maybe Valdez might be more skilled than Tank, especially with that performance he showed us against Miguel Burchell. But Tank is definitely the most dangerous at 130 by far. By far, he's the most dangerous. So I have to put Tank in there. Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson. The Jamel Herring shout intangibles, I have zero problems with that because I'm a fan of Jamel Herring and I've been supporting him anyway. I just have to be honest about it. I can't put him. My personal opinion is that he won't beat those other guys. Kadia, stop spraying that damn perfume. I smell it all the way down here. Jesus Christ, she got the whole house smelling like damn perfume. My 11-year-old, she just be spraying that shit out of control. Okay, I know you took a shower, but you must have put like a half a gallon of that perfume on. I can smell it all the way down here. That's all right. Yeah, so Miguel Robles, let me make sure. Red Glove say hit that like button. Appreciate your red. Shakur Stevenson is the king of 130 and he will smoke Valdez. Could be, bro. He could beat Valdez and Tank. I'm not gonna. I think all three of those guys can beat each other. Oscar, Tank, and Shakur. I think there's a chance that they all beat each other. I will just say that for sure. I still say Tank is the most dangerous out of the three because if he catch them clean nighty night, Sweet Prince, they out of there. Damn, ain't nobody saying Colbert.
Cobra's on the come up. I haven't seen much of him, but I like to see him more. I don't think I've seen him fight yet.
Yeah, well, this might piss you off. Guess who they talking about him fighting?
Who?
They're running Gamboa through the ring again. First Tank, and goddamn Devin Haney. Now they're gonna drop him down and go let him put him in there with Colbert. Is that ridiculous or what? Damn Gamboa might be his next fight now. Right. But the thing Derek feels about Lil B Hop is I don't think he beats any of them. I think he's on the come up. I think he's good, but I don't think he beats Jamel. I don't think he beats. I'm pretty sure he don't beat Tank or Shakur. And I doubt he beats Valdez either. I don't know. Probably his best fight would be against Valdez. And I only say that because of the height. Because the height and reach, I think Jamel Herring will give him a whole lot of problems. Tank, I think he knocks Lil B Hop out. And Shakur will outbox him. So it's not no disrespect to Chris Colbert, but hell, even the four guys, I would have Jamel Herring in there before Colbert. Just me personally. And but no disrespect to Colbert. I think he's good. I think he's on the come up. He's looking good, but top three, no, I couldn't put him there. I would like to see Chris Colbert fight Jojo Diaz. That would be a hell of a fight right there. Chris Colbert and Jojo. MMA champ, what's good, bro? What you got for us? 118, top three fighters. Tell us why.
What weight class is that again?
118.
No, like, can you say the weight class?
Bantamweight.
Oh, Bantamweight. Bantamweight, my bad.
Alright, bro. So you said Bantamweight. Okay, so I got Inoue, Casimiro, Nonito Donaire.
Okay. You want to give us a little breakdown about why? Those are good names, though. Oh, man, you guys and y'all goddamn internet issues. You back in, dog. You there, MMA champ?
Yeah.
You want to break it down a little bit? Why you picked those three?
Okay, the reason why I picked that, what's the name? Inoue. He's a 3-division champ, unified champ, right?
Right.
And he has a very great resume, the best resume out at Bantamweight right now, in my opinion. But it's probably going to be a fact soon. And then Casimiro, I think he's a 3-division champ too, right? Am I right?
Yes. Yeah, he is.
Okay, he is a 3 division champ, and he's a champion right now. He's fought decent competition, so I'm gonna put him number 2. And on Nito Donaire, his resume speaks for himself. He's a
Yeah,
multiple division champ. He went all the way to featherweight, I believe. Um, you know, I think he's like a 2-time or 3-time bantamweight champion. I'm not sure though. So yeah, that's the reason why I have that my list like that, bro.
good list. That's a good list. Couple of us had the same list. Intangible and I believe, had the same list. So yeah, that's a good shout. All right, MMA champ. Since you're just stepping in, we on to 130 now. So with 130, who are your top three guys there?
Oh, easy. Valdez, Tank, and Shakur. Now
Yeah,
let's yeah. Now Valdez, he has the best win. Tank, yeah, I understand, multiple time champ at that division, but Valdez has the best win, and he's WBC champion. Then we go to
right,
Tank, 2 division champion, um, well, 2 division champion. He's a what's multiple time champion at that weight class too. He fought Leo Santa Cruz, 4 division champ. He fought Pedraza, um, who gave Lomachenko a tough fight. So yeah, and then also Shakur, he's a 1 division champion, moving up, man, and he's doing this at this young. He has very good skill set, bro.
right. Yeah, I agree with that list totally. I'm not giving any particular order with my three. But I had those three guys. So I think
Mm.
Intangible had those three guys as well. So um, yeah, that's a good list. That's a good solid list there. Well, and it's more that we're going to do for you guys who hadn't been on part one. We're not just going to go through. There are some other questions that goes along with this. Okay, but since everybody got 130 out, let's go to cruiserweight. Intangible. I want to let you spark. Well, no. Let's let MMA champ spark this one off for the cruiserweight division since he's just stepping in the house. What you think? Who you got top three of the cruiserweight division? MMA champ.
To be honest, bro, I really don't. I literally know bare minimum about them fools. But let me just go on the top of my dome. I think
All right. Well, look,
Briedis.
look. While you looking at, just look it up right quick because the names might
No,
refresh
no,
you.
I know them, but I just don't know all of their accomplishments. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay, I got you. So,
Yeah. So
well, who you
I
got
know
off the top of the dome? Then your top
at
three
the top
guys.
of the dome, Briedis, because I think he beat Doherty Coast. He gave Usyk a good fight. Also he won the World Boxing Super Series, and he's IBF champion. Makabu, he's a WBC champion. That's really all I know about Makabu, and I'm going to pick Dordicus because I heard he fought a lot of great competition, and also he is known for a hard puncher. So I'm going to put it at that in that order. So Bradis, Makabu, and Dordicus.
Okay, no, that's actually a really decent list. MMA champ. One of the guys I don't have on there, but two of them I do. So, that's actually definitely Briatis. I think he's the best. So yeah, that solid list, bro. Solid list. Virtuoso, what you got for us, brother? Cruiserweight. What do you think?
I mean, I don't really follow. I'm with him. I don't really follow cruiserweight that much, but I like Mary Vratis and I like Akoli who recently impressed me.
All right, you got a third guy that you could think of?
Not really. Off the top of my head, not really. Nah.
Okay, well, we'll take your top two. Ain't nothing wrong with that,
Yeah.
fella. Intangible. Well, hold on, intangible. I want you because you got a lot of information like I do. Let's let that game jump in there. That game top three,
Yo, can you
cruiserweight.
hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
we got you. We got
I
you.
got I got a Coley, Bradis, and shit. After that, I'm gonna go with Makabu.
Makabu. Okay,
Yeah.
Coley Brady. That's a good list. That's a good list. All right, intangible. Take off. What you got for us?
Bradis, Makabu, then Akoli. Now, the reason why, personally, well, I don't think I really need to explain why I rate Bradis number one. Ring champion, just won the Super Series against Dorticos. No, the reason why I personally rate Makabu over Dorticos is even though I think Dorticos, no, not Dorticos, why I'd rate Makabu over Akoli as far as top 3 rankings right now is even though I think Akoli could actually beat, and I might actually make him my favorite to beat Makabu, Makabu can knock him out. If he lands flush, he is one of the biggest punchers in the sport today. If he lands flush on Akoli's chin, he can get rid of him. He can ice him. But on top of that, even though the Glowacki win was obviously very good in the fashion in which he did it, the one thing I will say is if Michael Cieslak, who Makabu beat for the title, very close fight that was, I think he would have actually beat the shit out of the Glowacki that showed up against Akoli. And I think the depth of Makabu's resume does surpass, on world level, does surpass that of Akoli's. And because of the fact that he also beat Tabiso Machunu, who recently just beat a very good prospect in Tishenko, looking at things like that, I personally would have Makabu just slightly above him, but I wouldn't really argue either way.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Bo Hype. Bo Hype. No, I didn't let you get your 130 off, bro, because you playing too much. Sometimes I want to sit up here and have a serious boxing discussion. Sometimes you want to debate and say all that crazy shit, then I'm game. I'll give you all you want, but today is just not that day, and I kept trying to tell you that, but you playing too much, bro. So I don't really have time for that. So you can give us your opinions from the chat, bro. You see Boxing Monster put his top 3 up there. You just got to play the chat today, bro. You got to conduct yourself when you come up here. Everything ain't fucking games and jokes. Sometimes we trying to be serious up here. Sometimes I want to laugh and joke around and call people you idiots and debate and go in, but sometimes I want to have just a reasonable boxing discussion. Sometimes I really want to talk boxing. That's why I said this ain't a debate. It's opinion based. And you come up here with that foolery, bro. Okay, so look, I have Marius Briedis, Lawrence Okoli, and Uniel Dorticos. My top 3 guys. No particular order again. If I did have to pick an order, definitely Briedis would be the top guy because he's fought the best, beat the best in that division. You know what I mean? Even though he lost to Alexander Usyk, it was a hell of a battle. He gave Usyk all he could handle. He really did. If you guys didn't see that fight, go back and watch it. That goddamn Marius Briedis gave Usyk all he could handle, and Usyk was killing him at cruiserweight. So, and then when Usyk left cruiserweight, Briedis took over. Like you know what I mean? He's definitely the best there. So, but I don't really put these in any particular order. Lawrence Okoli, I've just been impressed with him. I think his range, his height, his awkwardness. I think Briedis is the only one that really, in my opinion, I would pick to beat Okoli. I'm not saying he's the only one that could beat him. Makabu could probably give him some work. Dorticos could probably give him some work for sure. But I would pick Lawrence Okoli over those 2 guys. So I have Lawrence Okoli, Dorticos, and Marius Briedis for my top 3 guys. Now, let me go down the list a little bit here, guys. We got some people. I'm way behind in the chat again, as usual. He said I was just calling off the back of the head day game. Yeah, that's cool. Shakur Stevenson is the best boxer at 130 with the best ring IQ. He's got to prove more, but definitely it looks like it's going to be that way, and probably looks like he'll be the best boxer in whatever weight class he goes to, the way Shakur's boxing right now. I mean, just pure boxing of the sweet science. James, wherever he goes, he looks like he may be the best boxer there. I think so, me personally. I mean, because just think about him. Right now, he's at 130. He's clearly the best boxer there. He was the best boxer at 126. If he moves up to 135 with Devin and Tio and them, he's still the best boxer. Like, bro, none of them. Lomachenko, maybe you could make that argument. Lomachenko's a better boxer than him, but it wouldn't be till he moved to 135 until you even have the argument, in my opinion. You know what I mean? PPV Dizzle says 130 Tank Davis, 118 Monster Noy, 200 possibly Lawrence Okoli. That's not bad, PP. That's not bad, Dizzle. That's not bad at all. I like that. I like that, brother. James said cruiserweight division is dead apart from Lawrence Okoli, but he will move to the heavyweight division soon. Yeah, I don't think it's dead, bro. What about Dorda Colson and Makabu and hell, Glawaki's pretty good, and you got Marius Bradis up there. I think Christoph Glawaki's a pretty good boxer, bro. I think underrated because people probably don't know him. Andrew Chabiti sucks, but you know, you know what I'm saying? I don't think cruiserweight is that bad off. I mean, you know, he could beat Valdez, but he ain't beating Tank. That's bullshit. Oh, yeah. Speak my mind, sports talk. Yeah, speak your mind on topic, bro. I always tell you that, bro. I want your mind. I want your thoughts on this topic. Like everybody's giving it. Man, you start going off on the tangents and talk about other stuff. You like to disrupt people's shows. Shakur Stevenson would expose Tank. Could be, bro. Tank could knock him out. What about JoJo Diaz? What about him? He don't deserve to be in the top 3, not on my opinion. Right on time. Shavkat Rakhimov is in Shavkat Rakhimov is a good fighter, bro. That was actually a good fight he put up with JoJo Diaz. Shit, I heard some people feeling like Shavkat won the fight. I actually thought Shavkat won the fight until I went back and rewatched it. I was talking shit that night. And Tangible, you might remember, I was talking shit that night. I was like, oh man, they robbed Shavkat Rakhimov.
Oh, I actually didn't remember hearing your post-fight reaction to that, but
Yeah,
I actually remember when
I did
JoJo
the
Diaz. I remember when JoJo was actually overweight. I changed my pick to Rakhimov at the last second, and I was originally picking JoJo to win a razor-thin decision, and it ended up being a draw. I went back and scored the fight, and I actually scored it the same, a draw. It could have went either way. I didn't really think either guy did quite enough to deserve it. I think Rakhimov was actually boxing a bit better than he did, but he got tired, and the body shots took effect.
I just told her about it. Yeah, well,
I got
I'm kind of with you there too. It's intangible because I had JoJo Diaz, and I kept it JoJo Diaz, I believe, but I wasn't comfortable with it after that weight situation. And then I'm also with you on the fight too. That's why I said I didn't think it was. I thought it was a robbery at first, but when I rewatched it, intangible, I was like, okay, well maybe it's a draw. And if I see a fight a draw, I don't care which guy they give it to. But yeah, I looked at it and then I saw it differently after I watched it again. Initially, I thought they gave Rakhimov the business though, for real. Yeah.
Yo, I got a question, dude.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Yo, is Gary Russell still a featherweight?
Yes.
Yeah.
I figured by now he'd be a 130 guy, but he don't want to be
too small. Too small.
Yeah.
Shit, no, he ain't. No, he's not.
130.
Gary
Maybe
Russell
for lightweight, but 130, I don't know. No,
he might be too small for 135. Bro, intangible. Didn't you see the picture when he was in the gym at like 146, ripped the fuck up, lifting these heavy ass weights? He was at 146, bro. That dude could fight at 130. The 135 might be pushing it. Might be a little small for 35, but I think he's fine for 30.
He could, but also, though, his dimensions are just so small for the weight class. Like, Miguel Berchelt will rehydrate before fight night to the high 140s. Valdez may have...
Oh, yeah, he's going to Toledo him.
And obviously, we know the deal with Tank Davis. So, looking at 130, and his dimensions are actually... He has Kosei Tanaka's dimensions. I think actually smaller. Really small dimensions, so...
Yeah, he almost like Regan down, man.
But he can't. But he can box though.
Yeah, he can definitely.
Gary can box though, so I don't know, man. I don't really care about Gary Russell though, to tell you the truth. That dude is a waste of space for real. All right, Isaac Cruz, who is this?
Yo, what up? It's me, bro. Yepes, what's up, G. Jeffries?
Oh, okay, I knew it was. I said I knew the picture. I was like, wait a minute, that picture looked familiar. But then I seen Isaac Cruz, and I was like, wait a minute, who the hell is this? What's up, Jose? All right, Jose, you just jumping in, so I'm gonna let you give your opinions. Yes, sir. I'm gonna let you give your opinions and start from the top. Who are your best 3 guys? No particular order, or you can give an order if you want, Jose, at 118. Who's your best 3 guys there?
118. That's the Monster Inoue division.
Yes.
Yeah, I knew it in those guys.
Belongs to him.
Yeah, I mean, it gets confusing because they only fucking that's what, like every 3 pounds. We got 115, 118, 122.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it get
I'll give you
Yeah,
some
they,
name. I'll give you
it
some
get, it get
names if you want some names. Jose, you got Monster Noy, you got Rigondao, you got Nonito Donaire, you got Nordine Obali, and Zelani Tete. I mean, I would imagine that those would probably be somewhere in maybe Tacoma Nui, but those are like the major names there.
yeah. Angelo Leo and Fulton, they're not at 118.
No.
They're at the next one. Then on 122. They're probably at the next one. Yeah. So those would be the guys right there. And then the fat ass dude.
Which one? Hey, which is the guys? Jose, I need three. I just gave you five names. You got to pick three out of them. I know you
And
got Monster Noy.
I'm gonna keep it real though. The only ones that I really know right there is Monster Renui. I know Luis Neri used to be there, but he left. So that's pretty much the him
You
and
know
Nolito
Rigondao.
Mujer,
You know Rigondao.
Rigon down. I mean, he's old, ain't he? He's probably past his. He's probably past his prime. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, I
his best
still
days
think so
are.
is no Nito Donaire too,
Yeah, but
but
I
he's
mean,
still one of the best.
Donaire's a legend though, so I can't really
Yeah,
compute them.
yeah. Donaire's a beast. So okay, that's cool. All right, 130, Jose. 130.
Oh,
Top
130.
three guys, 130. Yep.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Well, you got Valdez because he beat the guy that was supposed to be the best, which
Yep.
was
Wortel,
Burchell.
Wortel.
Everybody
Yep.
thought he was the best. I mean, fuck, if Tank ever fights anybody, he could be up there, but it's hard to put him there. Then Herring, he just showed he's a beast with Frampton,
Yeah.
and then obviously Shakur, he has the skills, but same thing, he hasn't really fought anybody. But just off accomplishments, I would say Valdez,
Uh-huh.
Jojo Diaz, even though he missed weight,
Okay.
and
Okay. Jojo.
and fuck it, Tank Davis because he did beat a champion in Leo.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think anybody had JoJo, but somebody did have Farmer, so I don't feel like JoJo was bad. If somebody picked Farmer and JoJo beat him, I don't mind JoJo being up there either. So no, that's not a bad list. All right, last one, Jose, because I'm just letting you catch up. 200 cruiserweight, top three guys. I'll give you some names just in case you don't know. Marius Bradis, Uniel Dorticos,
Yeah.
Makabu, Lawrence Okoli.
I know the three guys, the guys that fought for the championship for the World Series, the guy that won.
Right.
He's probably the best one. I can't
Yeah,
remember his name.
That's Marius Bradis. He's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he looked pretty good. And then the new guy, what's his name, Macaulay, the one you said.
Okoli, yeah, Lawrence Okoli, yeah, I got him in my top three as well.
Yeah, those are pretty much the only ones that I know of.
All right, cool. All right, guys, so we're gonna take it back. At the same time, I'm sitting here, I'm car shopping, bro. I'm getting ready to go buy a damn car. My damn Lexus done had it. I need to replace that thing. So, uh,
You should
so
get, you should get yourself a Camry or a Kia.
hell, I'm looking at another Lex, bro. Those Lexuses are good cars. I absolutely dogged my Lex this last year or so. I wasn't really taking good care of it. And that son of a bitch won't start running. And I ain't really been taking good care of it. It's been like 7 months since I got an oil change on the damn thing. Only because I knew I was getting ready to replace it. But that shit just keeps running, bro. That's a great car. Lexus is a great car. So I'm looking at another Lex. I was looking at this 7 Series BM. Little pricey, but it's nice though. And a Volvo CX90. And
Yeah. Well, I guess they
yeah.
get I mean, they do look nice, but they kind of get a bad rap because they say the services are more expensive and shit.
Oh, what
Parts are hurt.
Lexus?
Yeah. Well,
No,
Lexus has Beamers, Mercedes, all those.
Lexus Infinities and Acuras are lower maintenance. They give you that luxury like those cars, but they're much lower than BMs, Audis, and Mercedes. Trust me, I already did all this research because I'm looking at a 7 Series BM and then this E320 Mercedes. My wife, she likes those cars, so we're looking at one of those too. And I'm leaning more toward the Lexus, or I even seen this Subaru Legacy, right? I'm leaning more towards them because of maintenance, but happy wife, happy life, right? So you already know whatever the fuck she picked, that's what the fuck we get.
Yeah, I
I don't give a
mean,
damn, bro.
it makes sense. I think Lexus, that's the luxury Toyota brand. I think.
It is. That's right. And Infinity is Nissan and Acura is Honda luxury
Right.
brand. So yeah. But though they're a lot cheaper. Like you get that good luxury value, but the maintenance is way cheaper, bro. My BMW will cost me $280 more for a brake job than my Lex. Dead ass. I had a 5 Series BMW. It was averaging like $280 more on just the brake job, dude. So yeah, nah. That's
That's
why
why
I like the
Intangible. He
Lex.
said, "Fuck that." He rather drive his bike that never breaks down.
Intangible, just he's still working on this permit. He like my daughter. You get 17 and 18, you still ain't got no damn license. I'm just messing with you, Intangible. Just messing with you, dog. Uh, drop the link. Okay, Popo, Mr. Popo, Mr. Popo. I got you, fam. I got you, bro. All right, man. So Raider from LA, what's good with you? Mr. Popo in the building. Jeff, what's up? I'm just sliding down right here, guys. El Primo, what's up? Wanted to catch everybody. All right, so let's move it on. Let's keep moving. So down at 118, I think everyone, I didn't give my top, but I think most of you guys' consensus was that either Oscar Valdez or Tank was the best. Here's the thing. This is the question we was asking on the last show to continue this discussion. If Tank, let's say Tank and Oscar went to 35, who takes over 130? And I'll give mine easily. It's going to be Shakur. I would easily say Shakur would take that over. Hell, let's say one of them left, Tank Davis or Oscar. I still say it could be Shakur that would take that over. But that's the next. Well, El Jefe, don't get kicked out as soon as you get in here, fam. If I let you in, I seen your fucking ass come in. So just wait for a second, bro. I keep telling y'all stop doing that shit. I'm the one that has to let you in. So I know you're here. Just chill for a second. Don't be cutting nobody off with that yo shit, that MXBC shit. Look, so I think that Shakur would definitely take the division over if he, if Tank or Oscar left. All right, Hefe, since you're in the building, I want you to catch up to speed. 118, no particular order, or you can give an order, El Jefe. Who's your top three guys at 118?
Yo, before I say that, man, I want to give a major salute to G. Jeffries, man, old man Jeffries.
Oh,
You know
man,
what I'm
Jeffrey.
saying? Yeah, shout out to Intangible. We got Dead Game. Who else is on here, bro? I see.
Dead Game Virtuoso, Jose Yepes.
Yeah, shout out to Virtuoso and shout out to Jose, uh, Opez,
Yepes.
bro. Opez, yeah, but shout out to him, bro. But let me say my top
Shout out
three
to
at
the L
118
Worker.
pounds, bro.
Y'all
Let me
crazy.
say my top three. Let me say my top three at 118, bro. I got Inui number one. Number two, I'm gonna go Donaire. And number three, I'm gonna go Casemiro, bro. I know a lot of people are they don't have high hopes in Casemiro. They think he's too small, but I think he's an explosive little fighter, bro. That's gonna cause a lot of problems at 118.
Okay, that's a good list. Actually, matches up with a lot of the lists that we had. What do you got for 130, El Jefe? Top three guys, just top three guys at 130.
I got Tank Davis number one. Number two, I'm gonna put Oscar Valdez. And number three, bro, I'm gonna put Jamal Herring. So I think I'm putting all the champions, right?
Yeah,
Who else
good
is a
list,
champion?
good
Yeah,
list.
yeah.
It's Herring, Tank, Shakur, and Oscar.
Yeah, Shakur. Yeah, Shakur's not on there, bro. Shakur hasn't done shit to be at 130. And the top three specifically, but
Right,
for the cruiserweight division, bro, this is a tougher one because it's somewhat of an unknown division.
right.
Most of these dudes fight overseas, so we don't really get to see them. But I'm gonna have Bredes or Bradis, however the fuck you say his name, bro.
Yeah.
Number two, Okoli, the octopus Okoli.
Right.
And number three, number 3, bro, I'm gonna go Dorticos. I still believe Dorticos is a top 3 cruiserweight. The dude got a lot of power. You know what I'm saying? He's competed against the top dudes in what's the dude, Gassiev and Breeders, bro. So I'm gonna have him as a top 3. So those are my top 3, bro.
Yeah, that's a good list. That's actually my top 3 as well. Dorticos, Okoli, and Maris Briedis. So yeah.
Hmm.
All right, so El Jefe, you caught up on that. Um, and before I move away from you, I'm gonna just continue since you at 118.
But
Jefe,
let me just say this real quick, bro.
go ahead.
Let me let me just say this real quick because I'm about to bounce. I just want to say my top 3, bro.
All right.
France Antu and Jose Yepes, bro. They are getting married. You know what I'm saying? And here on Speak Your Mind Sports, bro, we
Hey
support the
man, what
LGBT.
the
You know what I'm
fuck?
saying? We got a lot of love, bro. For the
Oh,
All
Nah,
right.
it's cool, G
for the
Jeffrey. That's
LGBT, bro.
actually they're actually brothers. They're actually
Yeah.
brothers, Jefe and France. I don't know what happened. They're probably in a fight right now, but they're actually
Oh
brothers,
my
and I don't
god.
know. So let
Usually,
him get off
Hey,
his chest.
and
hey,
also, bro, I want to
Hefe,
put
real
this
quick,
out.
Real
Yo, go
quick.
ahead.
Usually, I would have kicked you right off of that, but that was pretty funny, dog. I can't lie. Go ahead, Hefe. What
Hey,
you got?
also, real quick, man. Quick reminder, bro. The MXBC. Just let me get this drop off, bro. The MXBC. We will be interviewing Chivo. I know a lot of people want to hear from Chivo. A lot of people don't know who
What
Chivo is,
time, bro?
and he's one of the most well, hopefully it happens during this week, bro. Probably like a Friday or a Thursday, but there's no time yet, bro. And Chivo's one of the most infamous persons on YouTube, bro. So y'all make sure to find that interview, bro. We're gonna be
But
interviewing the infamous Chivo, bro.
put a
Yeah,
notification so we can know though. Like don't just
yeah.
drop it out of
Or,
nowhere.
or put the link in the chat or something, Hefe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
When
what's
I
up.
get more info, bro, on the day and the channel, I'll drop that shit, bro. But
Oh, all
G
right, I got
Jeffries, if you can make it, man, we would love for you to conversate with Chivo, man, because just like OV, man, Chivo's a very controversial figure, and
you.
we
Oh
know
yeah.
G Jeffries is all about that controversy, man. So we got to get G Jeffries on the panel for that.
I've been getting soft. I've been told I've been getting soft, El Jefe, because I ain't really been ready to battle as much. But you know, I still ain't ready for that. So I'm gonna come talk to him, bro. I just
Yeah,
make
yeah,
sure you let me know
we
when it's
know.
going down.
You need a tune up, bro. You need a tune up. I know you try to get that tune up with the pig. You bodied the pig, but that ain't really a step up, man. That's like a bum. So you beat it up a bum,
what
man.
is that?
Y'all crazy, man.
Hey, but
Hey,
appreciate for having
shout
me
out
on,
to
bro. I'm gonna be listening
one
in the
more thing
chat.
I have to say before you leave. Shout out to the MXBC because when y'all hear G Jeffries, yeah, they're responsible for that name. Me and my wife, we actually like that nickname. So shout out to the MXBC for G Jeffries because that was originated there, man. I think that shit is
Hey, but you
fucking
need to start
hilarious.
making shirts, bro. You need to start
Shirts?
making shirts with yeah, man, with all the like these sayings you say, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
I think
I
them
got
shit
them
would
coming.
be.
I got them coming. You idiot shirts. I got a design for it and everything. And then for the love of sports, and then I probably will do a G Jeffries, bro. Salute to the MXGC. I'm dead ass serious. I love that nickname. Me and my wife, the old man G Jeffries. That shit is fucking awesome, bro. Y'all hear me always respond to this shit. I love it. So I might even do a T-shirt. G Jeffries, speak your mind, sports talk. That shit's fantastic.
That's facts. That's facts. And give us good quality, bro. Don't be like fucking black and brown giving us
Oh
shitty ass
nah, bro.
quality.
Nah. It's gonna be some good shit, bro. Dead ass.
That shit that black and brown makes, bro. I use that shit to wipe my ass, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not lying, bro.
All right, man. That's enough of you.
All
This. All
right,
right,
I'm out. I'm out. Appreciate it.
So,
Appreciate it,
so,
bro. I'm out.
peace
all
out,
right, go
dog.
Hey,
back to
peace.
your Democratic Texas state, Jefe.
That fake crazy as shit. All right, so that game. Shakur Tank leaves. Oscar leaves. Who takes over 130?
Who takes over 130? If Oscar leave and Shakur and Tank leave,
Right.
Shakur.
Shakur.
I mean,
What if Tank? You
you
pick
got
Tank as
Cobra.
your number one, right? You pick Tank as your number one, right?
Yeah, I picked Tank my number
So
one.
so let's just say Tank went to 135 and said he not messing with 135. Do you still have Shakur taking over that division?
If Tank is still there,
No, just Tank only
but
leaves. Oscar stays there, Jamel stays there, JoJo, Tevin. Do you still see Shakur taking it over if Tank leaves?
yeah, I do. I think Oscar and Herring would give him the toughest fight, but I think the kid is coming up strong.
Right.
I think he'll do it.
I actually agree with that because I don't think JoJo or Tevin beats him. I think Herring, and Herring's not going to fight him. They're not going to fight each other. So it would really just be Oscar. So yeah, I agree with you there. Virtuoso, you pick Oscar as the number one guy, right? You there,
Yeah, that's
Virtuoso?
correct.
So if
Yeah.
Oscar left 130 and moved up to 135, which is probably a little outlandish because he got some time, but let's say he did and went to compete at 135, who you see taking over that division? 130.
Without a doubt, I'm picking Shakur, man.
Shakur? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You think he'll beat Oscar?
Um, I don't know. I mean, I would like to see that fight,
Right.
but I want to see Jamel and Valdez have the scrap, and then maybe Shakur could fight the winner or the loser, of that fight, since he wants to be the man of that division, he could bring himself one step closer to the title picture.
Hey, let
Right.
me ask you:
Yeah, yeah.
Are we
Sure.
sleeping? Are we sleeping on Burchell? Because I think the dude is sick,
No.
bro.
No.
Burchell, are we sleeping on him? I'm just for real, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell you why I'm not sleeping on him because a while back I thought you might have been here that game, but maybe not. But Smoke and Intangible and Intangible had to take off. Well, we were talking about like who do we think would win, Tank or Burchell, and I had Tank beating Burchell. I had Shakur weathering the storm and beating Burchell. So it's not really that I'm sleeping on him, but I thought of these guys. And as a matter of fact, Julius and I used to go back and forth because I was picking Herring over Burchell. Julius like, you crazy, D. We was going back and forth. So it's not really about the Oscar Valdez situation with me that game. I had those guys beating Burchell before he lost to Valdez. So I'm not really underestimating him or anything like that. I really already had that perspective on him. I didn't have him as a top. I thought Tank would knock him out. I thought it would be a tough fight for Tank because he's taller and longer, but I figured Tank would knock him out. And seeing what Burchell did to him, Valdez did to him, I'm pretty confident Tank would have knocked his ass out now. I think Shakur would outbox him, and as well as Herring. Because, again, you think that Burchell was not himself. I'm telling you now, I didn't think that Burchell was ever the greatest boxer. That's why Julius and I, Ring IQ, used to go back and forth about Burchell and Herring because of his boxing acumen. I always saw that he wasn't the greatest boxer. Oscar Valdez surprised me because I thought he was too small. I knew that Oscar could box, but, I looked at the Velez fight, you know what I mean? Jason Velez, when he fought him, I was like, bro, I don't know if he's going to be able to do that to Burchell. And so it wasn't the skill. I knew that Burchell had, less skill than Oscar. But Oscar, I thought he was too small. And the biggest thing with Oscar is, man, that dude pulled like 3 or 4 twos out the two bag. I never seen him use when he fought with Burchell. He showed me some things I never seen Oscar do, like the switch hitting and how he was leading with the jab. When he was in the southpaw stance, he was killing him with the jab, but then he would go in the orthodox stance to hit him with the counters and more defense. And he kept switching back when he wanted to, lead with that jab and keep him at bay. He was in southpaw and it was working, but with the counters and the overhands in his defense, he was working it in the orthodox. I didn't know that Valdez had all of that with him. So
That
That was the
yeah.
coach. That was the coach.
he
And I see what
Reynoso,
you.
right?
That
Oh,
yeah, that's
Reynoso.
Reynoso.
Yeah, he gets
Now,
some credit for that. He does.
now you see, and I'm glad you made that statement because when you look at a fighter like Ennis,
Yeah.
he does the switching, but it's like he's not thinking about it. But what Valdez was doing, it was an educated switch.
Yeah, he was utilizing it. Exactly. He
It,
was
it was
utilizing it.
right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
he's very methodical.
He was, but that was a well. That's why I say Eddie Reynoso, motherfuckers better not, because that was a well fought game plan. That was game planning,
Yeah.
bro, and that shit
Can
was
I?
a beautiful game plan. Go ahead, Virtuoso. Go ahead,
Yeah.
brother.
Can I just call Eddie Reynoso like the Phil Jackson of boxing? He's just taking these fighters that are like kind of mid-level and just turning into champions.
I don't know yet because I won't anoint him as the best, but he damn sure is in the conversation. I like Robert. I like I don't
Robert
know much
Garcia too.
about him,
Like
but I hear
he's good too.
Shane McGuigan is a
Yeah.
great, and I know a lot of people don't agree with with Derek James being in there, but fuck, I don't care what nobody say, bro. You get ready to have one champion, 3-belt unified. You get ready to have another champion that may go undisputed, bro. He got to be in the conversation too. He
And
has to.
he is, but let's look at the pieces. Let's look at the pieces each of these trainers have. See, Reynoso have heavyweight all the way down to shit. Well, he got
Yeah,
a
yeah,
wide variety.
yeah. But Andy
So
Ruiz ain't no fucking
Julio Cesar
champion.
Martinez, he's like he's down there in those divisions.
Yeah, but Andy Ruiz, I ain't gonna mention heavyweight because he just got a hold of Andy Ruiz after he ate himself out of the fight, and not only that, we've not seen a fight with Andy Ruiz under Reynoso, and Andy Ruiz's biggest problem was lack of discipline. Now that he's more disciplined, all of the credit may go to Reynoso for making sure that this kid stays disciplined, but we've seen talent in Andy Ruiz, so I cannot give Reynoso credit for Ruiz at heavyweight just yet. I gotta see how he looks. You know what I mean?
in my opinion, Andy Ruiz is about to shine. I think he's gonna be doing some stuff in the ring that we're gonna be like, damn. I think he's gonna take all those little tools. Don't be surprised if Andy goes southpaw.
Well,
So
look, check this out, that game. How did Boots Ennis look against Ayabov? Did he look as good against Lipin Yets as he did against Ayabov?
no, but
No, he
you have
didn't. Well, hold on. Let me get my point. You're right. No, he didn't. And you know why he didn't? Because he moved up in level of competition. So my point is this. Yes, Andy Ruiz is going to look good because he's getting ready to fight fucking Chris Areola, fam. So yes, he's going to look good. Like, come on, let's keep it real. This is a guy that beat Anthony Joshua, and he's getting ready to fight Chris Areola. Of course he's going to look good. So before we get to that fight, and he looks good against a damn Chris Areola, I'm just trying to warn you. Don't put so much into it. I know a lot of people going, what I tell you about Reynoso. But let's keep in perspective right now that this is an Andy Ruiz who beat Joshua, ate himself out of the second fight. Now he's disciplined and in shape. What should he do to Areola? He should beat the hell out of him. He absolutely should.
It should be eye candy though. Everybody want to see that, bro. It's gonna be a knockout. It's gonna be. You're gonna get what you pay for, bro. The $49.
I got you, bro. But again, I don't do that silly extra promotional shit here. You like to get on that. I bring people back to reality, fam. Yes, eye candy fans like to see knockouts, but I'm not about that dumb shit here, Dead Game, and you already know that. Let's be realistic about it. He ate himself out of the second Anthony Joshua fight, and lack of discipline was really the problem for Andy Ruiz. So if he's disciplined now, just being disciplined alone, he's going to be a much better fighter, like he was in the first AJ fight. You contemplate a guy like Andy Ruiz in that first AJ fight, and you're matching him up with Chris Areola, he is supposed to demolish him. So I don't want to super inflate Reynoso's job when he demolishes Areola. I don't want to super inflate what Andy Ruiz is when he demolishes Areola. Let's see what Andy Ruiz does against Wilder or Dillian White after that Areola fight, and then we can anoint Reynoso and Andy Ruiz.
Right.
Hey,
Real quick.
Hold on. Let me say this one thing real quick. One thing that Reynoso does have over Derrick James is that Reynoso this year, I'm talking about this year, he has how you call it, an upset win. Nobody was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Nobody was expecting Valdez to beat to be the other dude Burchell, and everybody thinks Jermel and Spence will beat Ugas. That's all I have to say.
But with that, I have Reynoso over James too. So let me make that clear before I make this statement. But Jose, I just want to come back to you. Yes, Reynoso has that with Oscar, right? But Derek James has a champion who lost his belt and came back and recaptured his titles. That's big. That's big. When you lose your belt and you come back and take them. That's on the Derek James, fam.
Hey, let me say
I give him
something.
credit for that.
Let me say something that just came to my mind, bro. Okay. Andy Ruiz is about to fight Chris Areola, another Mexican. They're gonna market that fight. That I see was the strategy, and I thought it was bad for pay-per-view at first, but now that I'm looking at it, that pay-per-view is gonna do 400 to 500,000 pay-per-view buys, bro. After Andy Ruiz beat AJ, he took all over Mexico, bro. And he's fighting another Mexican. It was smart on the behalf of the PBC because I wasn't looking at it like that at first. But now that we're thinking of it with him, with Reynoso, he's gonna put on a show so spectacular. They're gonna build Andy Ruiz as a pay-per-view star after this fight.
Well, it's not really. Look, I think, and I said this before, they want to put him in there with Deontay Wilder. So you have to get him some stock under his name. So they I think it's more or less because remember their gang. Everybody want to say Reynoso, right? Reynoso is Andy Ruiz's trainer. He is not his fucking handler. Canelo and Reynoso don't decide what fights Andy Ruiz goes into or none of that shit. He trained him. His handlers are the PBC. So let's look at the business side of it. The PBC needs him to get into a pay-per-view so that they can build Ruiz Wilder pay-per-view. So it's more of a PBC thing, not what Reynoso wants to do with him. Reynoso don't handle Andy Ruiz. He's signed to the PBC. He just train him, and that's it.
I agree.
He doesn't handle his business. So on the business side of it is really what the PBC is trying to do, which I think is absolutely ridiculous being pay-per-view for Areola and absolutely ridiculous Wilder pay-per-view for Martin or whoever the hell he fight. But it's two pay-per-views to pit these two guys together on pay-per-view, which that one I will pay for. I will not pay for Areola and Ruiz. I will not pay for Wilder and Martin or Wilder and Hellenius, but I will pay for Wilder and Andy Ruiz. I will pay my money. Real quick, guys. My man Black and Brown Boxing became a new member. We got a new member here. I gotta get a little I gotta do a little clip for the new members, man. Put a little clip in there. Hefe said he had to leave. He said he had to go do something, Monster. Hefe out.
He had a record with him.
What's up with you, Black and Brown? Yepes, you been acting suspect hanging around the pig and Antu. Nah, man. Hey, man, get off France, Antu. France, all right. France, my dude, bro. $3 a month for daily boxing content. Nah, Black and Brown. I'm glad you in here. It's a lot more that encompasses that membership, bro. Being a member, you have a say on the content that's gonna be put out, right? You have a say on that. Like a lot of the videos that I'm doing, Black and Brown, just keep an eye out because you guys get sneak previews, and I'm basically going on the members. If the vote is that I don't release the video, then it doesn't get released. If the vote is that I do, if the majority vote is I do release the video, then it does get released. That doesn't matter if that's my opinion or not. So being a member has more to do with just, watching my lives or this, that, and the third. As members, you guys are actually going to have a voice on what we're putting out because this is our channel, bro. All Speak Your Mind Sports Talk family. I don't care if y'all do have your own channel. Y'all support me, y'all over here when we talk boxing. So the membership encompasses a lot more. Plus, there's exclusive members-only videos. Black and Brown, I'm also going to be starting, when we get to 30 members, I'm starting lives, members only lives, where it'll only be us as members in there. So we're going to have a lot of things. And when I start merchandising those other two packages, which one is $19, but it comes with a discount on your merchandise, and there's another perk couple of perks involved that you don't get at the lower levels. The $100 thing, guys, I know y'all see it up there, but that's for way down the line. But I'm thinking in the future, right? 60, 70,000 subscribers or something like that. So I don't expect anybody to purchase that. And as a matter of fact, it's not even available yet because I don't have the merchandise. But yeah, it's more than just paying for a membership, Black and Brown. I just wanted you to know that. So Will, what's up, Will? I appreciate that. Big Will with the super chat. He said Jaime Munguia will have his third fight at 160 this month, ranked first in the WBC and the WBO. If he doesn't challenge for a title next, yeah, I wouldn't really call it a duck because he tried. Got to realize something, Will. They just tried to get him in there with GGG. And it wasn't Oscar's side that it's GGG. GGG don't want to fight nobody but Canelo. That's it. He want to mess around and just fight Canelo. So I can't really. Jaime was trying to get an official title, fam. GGG don't want to fight Charlo. He don't want to fight Andre. Now he don't want to fight the young Jaime Munguia. He just want to fight guys like Sever Meta, Steve Rose, and shit like that, and sit around and wait for a Canelo fight. You know what I mean? So, nah, bro. I can't really blame Jaime Munguia, but I do agree with you on this, Will. They need to try to get him into a title fight. They really do need to try to get this man into a title fight. And this is where I lay a lot of heat on Eddie Hearn. You know what I mean? Mike from Boston in the building, Black and Brown Boxing. For some reason, I'm blocked off your live chat. I posted something for the first time ever on Friday, and it didn't show up. Any reason? I don't know about that one, but yeah, Black and Brown, you might want to check that out. Mike from Boston was a good dude. But yeah, Will, so I'm with you. Like, I feel you. But I think that they do need to find him a fight. I just don't want to call Jaime Munguia a duck because I think he's willing to take the smoke. But it was GGG that didn't want that fight, bro. GGG ain't trying to fight nobody but Canelo, which is a fight he probably not going to get because Canelo got bigger fish to fry, bro. He's trying to clean out 168, and after that, he's not going to go to 160. Will GGG come up to 168 and fight Canelo? If he does, he's just asking for a third ass whooping. I think his best chance at Canelo would be at 160 again. But with what we seen with Derevyanchenko and Seremeta, it looks like GGG is a little past it for Canelo. He ain't the same GGG he was that battled Canelo in those two fights, bro. He's a little bit downhill from there. So I blame GGG in his camp and Eddie Hearn in the zone for not making that fight with Jaime Munguia or GGG and Andre or Andre and Murata or GGG and Murata. I blame them just like everybody else blame the PBC for not putting on unification matches within their stable. Well, I ain't going to give the zone pass for that bullshit. It's the same shit people cry about the PBC. Oh, they right in the same stable. Why won't they make them unify? Well, give the zone the same heat. Why won't they make GGG and Andre unify or Murata and Andre? Though? You know what I mean? The zone got to get the same fucking heat. And since Eddie is the main liaison running around, he has hands on Demetrius Andre. He sets up fights for the zone. What the hell is going on? Unify these champions. I ain't gonna blame Jaime Munguia. I'm gonna blame the zone.
Question for you, D.
Yeah.
Okay, if you the head of the zone, and you got 3 champions in that one division assigned to the zone, is it in your best interest to lock up, make all these belts go to one man to where one man can lose it to somebody, or to keep them separated to where you can keep champions?
That game, I do not understand why you always come over here trying to push this new element in boxing. None of us over here like it, that game. So it's always going to be no to these questions. I just want to let you know, all of this new shit that Floyd and them doing the boxing, because you always talk about stock and it'll be a great this to build it. We don't give a shit about none of that. We want to see the best fights. So as far as what we want, fuck no, that wouldn't be better. What would be better is for them to unify these damn champions. No, it wouldn't be better. I don't care about their business and how much money they're going to make. I don't give a shit how much money Al Heyman, Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, and Oscar make. I don't give a shit how much the Zone, Fox, ESPN and Showtime make. I don't give a shit, bro. I want them to give us the fights we want because we're the ones paying the money. They don't make shit unless we watch and pay. So I don't care about their money. I want them to give us the fights we want. So if it's better business sense for them, fine. I don't give a shit. Go ahead, Virtuoso.
No, I just wanted to ask a question real quick. Wasn't Golovkin's last fight at 168?
Golovkin fought at 160 his
160.
whole career.
Wait, he's never fighting at 160. He's never moved up.
His whole career. Never moved up, never moved down.
No, he's like a Marvin Hagler. He's like a Marvin Hagler. Just one division.
Okay. So no, I thought the last fight, the Sedemata fight, was 168.
No, that was 160. That was at 60. GGG, I would have flamed the hell out of GGG if he would have moved up to 168 and fight a damn Sarameta. Hell no, I would have let him get away with that shit.
Nah, but he could do something like that, man. Or I just think he's just gonna, let people come up, some nobody come up to his weight class and then fuck him up. And then try to hype at that Canelo fight that ain't gonna happen again.
Yeah, Will, I would like that. I would like to see that. No, honestly, I think Charlo beats him. Andre, I don't know. I really don't know with Andre because again, I think it's gonna take a pressure fighter that will get that dude his trouble and probably beat him. A guy that's gonna pressure him and keep pressuring him. Munguia will do that to Demetrius Andre. Munguia will definitely do that to Andre. Spike O'Sullivan rocked Munguia. He didn't hurt him, but he rocked his ass. Munguia kept coming forward when he fought Spike O'Sullivan. Don't even get me started on that Takashi Inoue fight with Munguia. Those dudes, that was an all-out war. So Munguia is going to bring that pressure to Demetrius Andre like nobody's business. But I would like to see that. I would like to see him fight Charlo or Andre will. I would. He should be. I agree with you 100%. And Eddie Hearn and the Zone need to make that happen. This membership comes with no perks, just a bunch of dudes. Whatever, man. Yeah, it don't come with no perks if you don't use them, fuck boy. I don't ever see you in the goddamn members only community post or the member only video. I don't see you giving your opinion on whether the damn video should go out or not. So of course there's no perks. You idiot. Samuel, how about that? We'll be coming over here talking shit about my membership. Take advantage, man. Like Smokey said on Friday. Take advantage, man. Take advantage. You know what I mean? You always talking shit. You ain't Boxing Monster. Let me tell y'all something. Since Samuel want to run his damn mouth, him and Boxing Monster don't even make me open my phone and show you the messages, all the shit these niggas talk to me every day. Talk shit about this. Well, why don't you put your 2 cents in on the content then? If you always talking shit about the content and everything, well, put your 2 cents in. Because if it's enough votes and you and Boxing Monster equal 2, maybe it don't go out. Man, you one of them, you like one of them ladies in the ghetto that sit around and complain about shit. Even though you can do something about it, you just rather sit around and complain and bitch and moan. Samuel, stop acting like them girly ghetto ass girl. That's what you are, Samuel. You're acting like a little ghetto female right now. How about that? You from the ghetto, you know what I'm talking about. Jay said GGG washed up. Yeah, he a little past it. I don't think he washed up, but I do think he's past it. James, I agree with that. Munguia can easily be outboxed, in my opinion. Just wants to sit there and brawl. I don't know about easily because of what he brings back, what he has coming back, but he can be outboxed. That's where he needs to improve. Well, I can't disagree with that. All right, guys. So back to it. We have some people that left the panel. We still got 3 on here. What do you think, Virtuoso? Marius Briedis leaves the Cruiserweight division. Who takes over? Pretty interesting because Dorticos could, Uniel Dorticos, Makabu could, Montecoli could. Who do you think takes over the Cruiserweight division should Marius Briedis leave?
You know what? I can't go wrong with Dorticos. But the thing with Dorticos is like, yeah, he's pretty much made a name for himself, but like, has he been the top guys at Cruiserweight?
Who? Dorticos?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing with he lost he beats up guys. He beats up guys. But then when you put him there with the top guys, he's lost those fights, right? Well, you're talking
Yeah.
about look at the guys he lost to. Like that's why I don't give Callum Smith so much heat, right? Because Callum Smith was ranked number 1 before Canelo came in there. He had done more than all of these guys, but he was beaten by Canelo. So I'm not gonna trash Callum Smith because it's not like Plant or BJS or Benavidez or Darrell beat him. He got beat by Canelo. He got beat by arguably the best guy in boxing. So I can't trash him too much, because that's who he lost to. Who else did he lose to? He beat the hell out of everybody else. So I don't give Callum Smith so much heat for losing to Canelo. Now it's kind of the same thing with Uniel Dorticos, right? He's at cruiserweight, but he got 2 losses. That's to Marius Briedis and Murat Gassiev.
Yeah, two of the
So
best
those
guys.
2 really good guys there. Other than that, he beat everybody else. Stopped him and shit, He beat up Andrew Tabiti, stopped him. Everybody was high on Tabiti. He beat up Kuzis. I can't remember that guy. But Dimitri, he was, I can't say his last name, Kudrysov or something like that. All of these solves and knockaballs, but he's a good fighter, Dimitri is. And Dordico stopped him in the 2nd round. Right? So I think he's solid, bro. I think he's really solid, but he just lost to 2 of the best guys. I mean, shit. Look at Murat Gassiev. He's jumped up to heavyweight right now. You know what kind of power he was packing. When he and Dorticos got in the ring together, and Gassiev, it was the late in the 12th, midway, about probably I think it was in the a minute, less than a minute left when Gassiev stopped Dorticos. So I was, you know what I mean? That's like you take a unanimous decision loss to actually a majority decision. It wasn't even unanimous. He took a majority decision loss to Briedis, even though I didn't agree with that. One of the fucking idiot judge had it 14-14, which made it I don't even remember the judge's name, but he was smoking crack that night because it shouldn't have been 114, but it still came out majority, and it still was a decision loss. And then you get stopped late in the 12th round with Murat Gassiev, so I can't dump on him. You know what I mean? I think he's still a solid guy.
Like I think he could grab a belt, but as far as taking over, you mean undisputed, cleaning up?
Or just being the man at the division, who?
Yeah, just being a man at the division. Who he could grab a belt. I don't know. I don't know what I would like to see him against a Coley. From what I hear, and from what I hear about Macabo, that this guy's a knockout guy. I'm like, okay, I don't think he could beat that guy. From what I'm hearing. But
so is Dorticos. That dude is like a truck. Actually, I think Macabo and Dorticos would be a freaking hell of a fight, and somebody gets knocked out because Dorticos hits hard as fuck too, fam.
Yeah, it's just deep that when I saw his last fight against Briedis, where he's just this one punch, was at this one punch pace. I don't think that's enough to be the man. To me, he has to up his activity, and I don't like seeing that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Raider.
Give one, take one. Oh, what's so funny?
No, I'm laughing at Raider. He said, D. Jefferson, I'm thinking of being a member. Only one problem. I'm biased, remember? I don't think you want members.
Yeah.
I don't mind having members as biased. Raider, I'm biased. Only difference between you and me, I can admit my bias, and you can't. You biased fucker, you. Oh man, L. Jeff. Oh my God, no, that's not. I'm passing that one. That is not a nickname. I like G. Jeffries. I'll take that one. L. Jefferson. First and foremost, I'm Afro Rican, not Afro Mexican. Ain't no L nothing in our culture. Goddamn it, what the fuck you talking about? L nothing over here, monster. No, sir. Barracuda, fucker. That's what I am. No damn L. Jefferson. I don't like that name. X that one. Raider said boxing monster. Yeah, he's trying to name me after El Jefe, man. Hell no.
Nah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
a
Lawrence
downgrade.
Okoli. I think Lawrence Okoli takes that division if Briadis
Yeah.
leaves. I think Briadis has the division now. I think he's the man at the division. And I think that if
Yeah.
he fought Dorticos, well, I think he already beat Dorticos, but I think if he fought Makabu, he would win. I think if he fought Okoli, he would weather the storm. He would weather that length and height. I think that that's the best matchup right now at Cruiserweight. I believe that it would be Lawrence Okoli and Marius Briedis. I think that's the best fight. But if Briedis was to leave, and me thinking that's the best fight, of course I think Lawrence Okoli would take that division over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Raider says D is a double talker and selective comment reader. He's gonna jump
Mm.
over your comment if he don't do. I will jump over a comment. You know what? You called that one out right, Monster. He's a selective comment reader. Correct. All the double talking, yeah, whatever. And you and Samuel eyes, cause y'all fanboys. No. Let me take Samuel out of that. My bad, Samuel. Double talker in your eyes, cause you a damn Devin Haney fanboy. You got it. Samuel, you too. You Tank Davis lover. Matter of fact, I'm putting you back in there. Yeah. I don't double talk, man. You just don't like the fact that I keep it straight. Monster want me to hate Devin Haney on every. Nah, I don't do that, bro. Devin Haney deserves some respect. I give him some respect. When he deserves the heat, he get the heat. See, Monster, if you stop being a fanboy, you can learn to do that. You won't consider double talking. Salute Whack and White. What the? All right, the boss. Don't start that shit, man. Don't start it. That's a dismissal. But put your ass on timeout. Don't come in here talking about people, DJ. Unless you're talking about me, you can get away with that. Talk to all the shit you want about me. You see, Monster and Samuel, them motherfuckers, Brown gone one. They always ragging me. If you have biased members, don't you have to vote your videos? Hey man, I don't care. A vote is a vote. It's a family thing. And you got biased family members, don't you, Raider? Okay, if y'all take a vote and they decide something, you still going to go with who wins the vote. No matter if they biased or not. Don't sit here and tell me you don't got biased family members, because I think everybody got biased family members because they biased for their damn family. You know what I'm saying? I'll be biased for my brother or my mom. I'm going to go through shit or accept more shit or give them more passes than everybody else. So you probably a biased family member yourself. Matter of fact, I'm sure of it because you a biased boxing fan. Oh man,
Yeah,
Texas.
I heard you earlier about saying like you've gone soft on attacking people, and I think it was those wars with Bill Haney that has taken you out of it, man.
No. I'll be 100% honest with this, guys. I'm gonna tell you one of the things that made me slow down with all of this going back and forth and throwing heat at other channels and guys like that. What happened with and you've been here for a while, Virtuals. What happened with Black Horseman from the UGC and what happened with Johnny Boy? See, a lot of people feel vindicated. Like, yeah, I crushed Johnny Boy that night on Black and Brown. Absolutely crushed him. I smoked
Mm.
I smoked the hell out of Black Horseman. Absolutely smoked him. At the ending result was I ain't really feel good about it, Virtuoso.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I want to do something that I feel good about. So it wasn't really like vindication. I'd be like, yeah, I got that motherfucker. I didn't really feel good about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After it was all over, I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna keep doing that shit. You know what I mean? Because Johnny Boy is like this. The dude got mental problems. He needs some mental help. So if you
Mm.
bash a dude like that or beat him down, it's really easy work. I ain't no bully, bro. I don't get no
No.
pleasure out of that. So yeah, he deserved it and he was talking shit and all of that, but I ain't get no pleasure out of it, bro. I actually felt bad. I
No.
told my wife that night, I was like, man, I went a little hard on Johnny Boy. She was like, yeah, but he said this, he said that. He asked for it. I said, maybe so, but I went a little hard on him. I was talking shit about his pops and all of that shit. You know what I mean? And I ain't really cool with all of that shit, bro. I'm not cool with all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah,
So I just decided to pull
I
back.
understand.
And then
Yeah.
another big thing was the whole beef that happened with Punch and Monty and all of them, that back and forth, because bro, I'm Hispanic and black.
Hmm.
And I had Punch mad at
Yeah.
me for a little while, and people from both sides mad at me for a little while. But the reality is, I'm not picking neither one of you fucking sides, fam. How can I
No,
pick
no, no.
sides with be black and or Hispanic and I'm both? I can't do that.
Hmm.
And I'm cool with both of y'all, so I'm not picking neither one of your fucking sides. So with all of that went on with the Black Horseman, with the Johnny Boy situation, and then when that beef happened, I was like, man, I'm pulling back from all of this because people cannot have reasonable debates and then, we be cool the next day. It don't usually
Hmm.
end up somebody got fucking they feeling some kind of way and all of that. So I just like, man, I just pulled back from a whole lot of debating. So now people say, oh, D going soft. Yup. See how easy
Yeah.
that was to admit it? Yup. You know what
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean?
because
I ain't
these,
gonna admit it.
yeah. I get it. Because like these debates that get like, you start us like as friends, kind of on the YouTube level, but like when these debates happen and these things get personal, man, that can fuck up the relationship, and now y'all don't fuck with each other
Absolutely.
anymore, and
Absolutely. And I was real
that's
cool
sad
with
to
the dude,
hear.
bro. I was real cool
Yeah,
with
yeah,
Black. I was real cool with which me and Black don't have any problems. We done kicked it on lives. We sit there, we cordial. I don't want to deal with Johnny at all. I just don't want to deal with him. But at one point,
yeah.
we
It's
was
just,
cool. You see what I mean? So you're exactly right.
yeah, yeah,
One
yeah.
time you cool, then you turn around. Now I don't even want to deal with him. I don't want to go to his channel. I don't want him coming over here. With Black, it's different. Me and Black done buried the hatchet. We not best friends or no shit like that, but we cool. We can sit, we could conversate, and it's cordial. I can't even do that with
Yeah,
Johnny Boy no more. And I don't want to keep, like, I would rather just not know you than to be beefing with you. I would rather just not know you.
of
I
course,
don't
man.
want to spend my time beefing with people. So, and the whole thing is for us to talk boxing, not talk about other channels. That ain't what I'm here for. And I was doing
No, of
that a
course
little
not.
bit too
Cause then,
much. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead,
no,
go
no,
ahead.
cause like nah, cause this shit gets toxic, man, and we can have a disagreements, man, but like when comes to family, like nah, that's out, or personal shits, personal attacks. Let's just keep it kosher, okay?
Exactly. Exactly. Hey, got another one. Tony reviews. Tony said Dillian White is gonna whoop Tyson Fury like a school bully, putting a nerd into the locker. I hear
Man,
you, Tony. Tony
if y'all
always
don't
ragging
stop,
me about Fury.
if y'all don't stop, man, come on, you're gonna start
Oh man.
dealing with
No,
White to
no.
an early grave.
Tony, no, let me say this. Tony is consistent. He not ragging on me and Tony. Matter of fact, I met Tony reviews. First debate we had was Dillian White Fury. That's how we linked up. And unlike all of these other idiots, me and Tony went back and forth talking shit and been cool since. So we can have a debate and not be beefing. Like we had a debate. We got into it on that debate. Me and Tony ain't no fucking enemies. So that's why, like, I don't know who is gonna want to be your enemy after you get them in a debate. And actually, me and Tony, it didn't want really no outcome. Nobody really wanted to debate with me and him. It was kind of like a draw. He made his good point, but even still, like, he didn't have no hard feelings after the debate. You know what I mean?
Of course not.
Wood
No.
is not mad. Wood ain't mad at me. I was just kicking it with Wood. I ain't mad at Wood neither. I don't care about those videos Wood put out about me. The shit they funny if you ask me. Go look at some of them. They're actually funny. The one that he said, this dude think he Spanish, man. He ain't Spanish. This nigga, and then he had this dude in the video doing some silly ass dance, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. If y'all ain't see it, go watch it. That video Wood put up about me, bro. I like to laugh, dog. So I see some of that stuff as comedy. I don't really take it as an offense. That's why I tell people over here, don't come over here talking about other people. You talk about me because I'm gonna laugh half the time, more or less get
Right.
mad at it. I think the videos are good. I never get mad at anybody putting a video out about me. So what? I don't care. Ain't gonna stop me. D. Jefferson will go out of business because he don't know shit about boxing. Your video's gonna keep getting declined by me. Oh
It be
boy.
your own peoples, man.
Yeah, all damn. Be your own damn peoples. Well, Raider is better than you trying to start up a damn basketball channel because you don't know shit about basketball. Nothing but them damn Lakers. Fury will send Dillian White into retirement. Yeah, man. Fury beat White up, man. But Tony got big faith. Fury gonna stop him. Ralph, he may beat White, but he ain't beating White. Man, he gonna beat White. He gonna beat White like a ceremonial drum, bro. That's what I'm telling you. Vanessa. All right, boss. I'm gonna put you on timeout. I'm gonna put you on timeout right now, boss. Whoever you are. If you come back with that foolishness, that's 2 strikes. Ain't no 3 strikes. This ain't baseball. You come back with that foolishness, you gonna be off my channel, fam. And wrenches. What the fuck are y'all doing? So I'm gonna start. Don't come back asking what happened to my wrench. Didn't y'all just see this clown in here acting stupid? How come none of y'all took care of that, bro? See, y'all got wrenches for nothing. Y'all think having a wrench mean you cool? Nah, bro. I don't give you no wrench because you cool. Use
It's
that
a job.
motherfucker. Use it or lose it. How about that? Use it or lose it. That dude should have been timed out. What's up, IBT? What's good with you? He said at 200, he got Maris Bradis, Lawrence Okoli, and Luanga Makabu. Good list, IBT. Good list. I think a couple of people had that list. I got Dorticos over Makabu, but Makabu's good too. Costa Mesa, typical white city. Yeah. IBT said 130. He got Oscar Valdez, Javante, and Jamel. Okay. And I will tell you guys, IBT is definitely not comfortable with Shakur's power. And then of course, like Shakur hasn't done as much, so good one, IBT. I accept Jamel. Jamel's my guy. I accept
I
Jamel.
want to go back. I just want to go back real quick to 130. The reason why I didn't put Javante Tank Davis there, right, is because of his resume and
Right,
basically his discipline. Like
right.
him moving up and down in weight. I'm not sure what weight class he's going to land on and try to make an impact on. To me, he's failed to do that. You know, for reasons not his fault though, because it's his handlers. And you know, the thing with me is like if you're not really beating the top guys there, you know, if you're not facing them, it's hard for me to gauge you as the number one. Now, yeah, you can gauge him, like you can make extrapolate, you know, based on the way he does damages to his opponents, and say, yeah, this dude is a problem in this division. But if he's doing it against guys that are coming up in weight and guys that are unheralded, it's tough for me to put you there up there. You know what I mean? That's just my personal thing. You know, that's just my outlook on 130.
Yeah, no. Good shit. IBT says 118. I actually agree with a lot of that too, fam. And I'll just speak on that before I go to IBT's list. The thing with me, and I great points which you made with Tank. The reason I put Tank over Jamel because I think he beats him. So that's why I put
Yeah,
him over Jamel. But what the things you said, like what he's done and the guys this that, I have no argument with that. But I just think he beats him. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
put him over. But I definitely could accept Jamel over Tank. I could accept Jamel over Shakur because Shakur hasn't really done much. So if somebody would say Jamel, Oscar, and Tank, I could accept that one too. I don't know about day game and all that Tevin Farmer bullshit. But
yeah. I don't
I,
know about
I
that.
I ain't with that one. Or who else said JoJo Diaz? Somebody came with JoJo. I don't know about that one neither. But you know, I could flip flop Jamel, Tank, and Shakur for sure. I think Oscar Valdez needs to be there regardless of whose list. I think Oscar needs to be there because what he just did with Burchell, he's got to be there. So that's how I felt
Yeah.
about Oscar. I think he's the surefire guy that should be in the top 3. And then you can have your argument about Shakur, Tank, and Jamel. That's how I see it.
Mhm. Yeah. I know you had your back and forth with Julius on Berchelt. I mean,
Oh yeah,
there
man.
was a
You was
there was
over
a
there.
one
Me and
point.
Julius used to go back and forth about Richard and Darren.
Listen, now he was very like not pleased with Tank Davis, and he had Berchelt beating him, and I was like, I
Right.
don't know about that.
Yeah, me
I
and
don't know
Julius
because
went
like
back and forth about that. I said, hell no, Julius, take a knock him out.
nah. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's just like the overall condition of where he comes in like clean, Berchelt. He comes in clean and then leaves the fight like he just got out of a car accident, man. He's just not very like fundamentally sound boxer when it comes to defense, man. Not really protecting himself at all times, like they told you to. You
You
know
see this dumb shit, Virtuoso? See, Ball Hype,
what is
that's
it?
why you're not on this fucking panel. He said, what's the number one Mexican hot sauce? Valentina, Cholula, or Tapa? That's the thing I'm talking about, bro. Tapatite.
Well,
Man, who the fuck cares about what the number one Mexican hot sauce is? That's why you ain't on this panel, because you'll be up here asking a question about a goddamn hot sauce, and we sitting here trying to talk boxing. You do that. I'm glad you're doing it in the chat. Mad Chad in
well,
the building. What's good with your brother?
I'll
Hey,
say one
Mr.
thing.
Jefferson.
Oh,
Oop.
Let him get this off real quick, Mad Chad. Go ahead, virtuals.
nah, man, I was gonna say about that comment though from Jose Yepes. I only had Tapatio in the as commissary in the yard, man. I only
Yeah,
had that. I
yeah,
don't know
right.
about the other two. I'll fuck
Oh,
with Cholula, man. I'll put you on some burritos, but yeah,
Oh no,
only
no, no.
Tapatio.
Valentina's is good, dog. You don't eat that? You never had that?
No, but I did have that sriracha sauce that the one with the rooster on it.
Oh man, if you ain't have Valentina, fam, you need to go check that out, bro. Look, matter
Mm.
of fact, let me show you something. Damn right. People say, "Oh, D, you ain't Hispanic. You ain't in it." Whatever, bro. Fuck you. No, I don't speak Spanish, but it run through my blood, bro. Look, check it out. Check it out, Virtuoso. Right here. I love that shit, bro. Look, this is what it looked like. Go get you a bottle.
Oh man,
See what it say right there? Mexican hot sauce,
Mexican
extra. Oh, this
extra
shit
hot.
is fucking fire, bro. I like spicy food, so y'all, this is some good shit, bro. Try it out. If you ain't never tried this, go try this out, bro. It's just good. It's just good. I got some
Mm.
other shit in my fridge too. It's called Marie Sharps. If you don't like spicy, don't mess with that Marie Sharps. Guess what the name of the sauce is? It's called Beware sauce.
Oh man,
That's the
these are
name
one
of
of the
it.
stars
Beware.
you probably see these. I never heard of these brands, but they probably have them like in that them videos, hot ones. You ever see those? But they have
Oh
celebrities eat
hell
like
yeah, I
wings.
watch them all the time. That shit is funny as hell, bro. I love the hot
It
ones. I
is.
want to do the challenge, bro. I want to do the challenge and see if I can make it. I would have to eat the vegan wings. Like who came on there? Somebody came on there and they have vegan wings. I was like, that's my shit. That's what I would have to do. But yo, I love that hot one. Did you see the one with Gordon Ramsay?
No, I didn't. I
Oh
didn't. I
my
didn't.
god, no, you gotta go watch that. Damn motherfucker was crying and snotting. He's like, holy hell, what the fuck, mate? He said my
Go to
asshole was
hell.
burning. That shit was hilarious, bro. I love that Hot Ones. That shit. If y'all ain't never seen Hot Ones, go watch. Oh man, the one with Kevin Hart. Did you see the one with Kevin Hart? Yeah.
No, I saw the one with Shaq.
Oh, that was funny too. Kevin Hart was like, "Oh shit, man, we out here now. We out here." Yeah, that Hot
Yeah, man,
Ones
because
is funny.
they be putting in them fucking ghost peppers, man, and that shit will get
Oh
you like
yeah, them ghost
fainting.
chilies are freaking terrible, bro. But Mad Chad, my man, Mad Chad in the building. Sorry to cut you off, Mad Chad. What's good with you, brother?
Hey, D Jefferson, man. Thank you for the laughing, man. You get me laughing. You get Mad Chad from Portland, Maine laughing. Virtuoso, good shit to have you on the panel. But D, good funny stuff, man. You pull out the fucking sauce. You want to talk sauce? D will pull it out from behind the fucking couch.
Yeah,
D
buddy.
got D
Yeah.
always got the hot sauce. He's always cooking with the hot sauce. D,
All right.
much respect. Much respect.
Hey, what's up, brother? So since you just jumped on, IBT gave us his list too, but you can still talk about him, IBT. Chad, if you want to give your opinions on this, what the live is about, what I'm doing is it's a 5-part series. We did part one Friday. This is part 2. All right. So we're going from 115 all the way to heavyweight, and we're giving the top 3 guys. And then we're talking about the number 1, whoever you had considered number 1. If they leave that division, who would take over? That's what we kind of going over. So, Chad, for 118, who are your three top guys? If you don't, I'll give you some names because some people are not.
Is Ioka there? Is Ioka there?
No, that's 115.
Oh, that's 15. That's 15. 118 is Anui, Obali.
Right, Anubi number 1. Number 1, Anui number 1.
Okay, who's your top 3? Give us your top 3.
Fill me in. I get 115 to 120 mixed up.
I do too. I had to research this, fam.
Same here, D. I'm a real casual here.
118
I'm a real
is
casual.
Bantamweight.
Okay, it's bantamweight. It's Naoya Nui, Guillermo Rigondao, Nordino Bali, John Rael Casimero, and I would go as far as Nonito Donaire and maybe Zolani Tete, but I couldn't imagine no one.
Right. D. Kind of Greek to me. I see Anui fight. Anui just looks leaps and bounds above everybody there. But like I say, D, I'm not too familiar with that weight class. You'd have to talk to Mark Unrivaled, the Mini Max, because I am fucking stumped.
No, that's fine. That's fine, Chad. No problems with it. RBT, you want to rock a little bit about 118?
Yeah, I think 118. I kind of agree with Matt. To me, Inoue is the clear number 1. Like, I don't think there's a lot of room for discussion. But I think the 2 and 3 spot, it gets. I mean, I think it's interesting, but I kind of think it's just whatever you prefer, right?
Right.
You could have Casimero, Obali. You could have Rigondao, Obali. You could have Casimero, Donaire, Rigon. Like, you can have any mix of those 4, and I don't really mind. But for me personally, I think Nonito Donaire belongs there. Just what we saw off his last fight, And I'm thinking. My genuine prediction for now, anyway, is I think he beats Nordino Bali, and Nordino Bali is WBC champion. So I do too. I think it's Donaire, Casimero, and Inoue.
That's my exact list too. And I will say this. IBT, which I really agree with what you're saying, because I was actually on the fence with Rigondao and John Riel Casimero. That's where I was on the fence with those 2 guys for that, to be in the top 3, because I don't really have a particular order. I would definitely put Anui as number 1 if I had a particular order, but no, I think your summary on that division, because you can make an argument for those 4 guys. Yeah, those 4. Not like Monster's got to be in there, but I think that the argument could be made for Casimero, Obali, Rigondao, and Donaire. Yeah, for sure. So, all right, now. When you were here on the first one, IBT. So if Monster Anui left, who would take over that division?
If Monster Inoue left, who's taking over Bantamweight?
This is a hard one. This is kind of a tough one. It was to me. I got an answer, but I was like, damn, that's kind of tough.
Yeah, I gotta check actually.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with the fighters. I'm not familiar with them. I don't have much, game film on them, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? It's hard to make I could just talk bullshit, but I like to kind of have an idea of what I've seen.
See, because the current guard that's there, except Inoue, all of them are over 30, with the exception of the other younger Inoue, Takuma Inoue.
Yeah. Oh, Bali's not over 30, is he?
Bali's 32, 34.
Oh, is he really? Oh,
yeah, he's 34.
Oh, he looks young, bro. I thought he
was
they
look like little kids. They're little like little.
Bali looks young as hell, man. I thought he was like 25, 24.
No, he's
118 pounds. Do you know how small of a man that is? I'm not saying I could beat him up, but I'd grab a hold of the motherfucker and pound the fuck out of fucking Anui. But he got me in a ring. He'd kick my ass because I wouldn't be able to punch him. But I mean, you know how small of a man that is?
Yeah, he's 5'3.5", Obali.
Oh yeah. Street fighting and boxing is different. I got over 100 street fights logged. I beat the shit out of those boxers in the streets, bro. Fuck that. I don't give a fuck what somebody say.
D, how much you weighing in at?
Well, I'm going through recovery now. Right now, I'm about 135. My
Right in your
normal
fighting
weight.
day, when you were
No,
street
yeah,
fighting, when
about
you were out there.
165, 165.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
I'll beat
But I
the
mean,
shit out of these guys, bro. I'm telling you
one
now,
eight.
I'm 5'6" and I'll beat them like they stole something.
But 118 probably cutting weight. You know what I mean? That's a small
Right.
human being. I took a piss beside Marvelous Marvin Hagler one time, and I was surprised how small he was. You know, even him standing beside Hearns, Hagler wasn't that big of a man. You know, 160. You know,
He was definitely
at
a
five,
middleweight.
definitely a middleweight. But 118, that's a fucking like almost a midget.
Bro, my daughter is 11 years old. She weighs 105.
Right.
I mean, she's taller. She's taller because she's tall, which I don't know where the fuck the height comes from because she's damn near my height, right? And my
I
son,
love watching
I
the
must
little
have skipped
fights.
the generation because I'm 5'6". My son's 6'1", and my is right up to my damn shoulders. So I don't know where the hell their height coming from. But she's 105 pounds. That means that these guys are 13 pounds heavier than she is at 11.
And like
they're just
fighting
little.
athletes. Yeah.
You know, when people say like, why don't they get the hype and all that? I get it. I get it because they're so little. They throw fucking 10 million punches. They hit each other in the skull fucking 50,000 times. You know what I mean? And it's great to see, but there's something to be said when you move up, like when you start getting the lightweight, you know, even featherweight, bantamweight, little guys. It's always been hard for me, D, to really be captivated by him. I swear to God, I don't know if it makes me a hater or a disillusioned. I don't love the sport that much, but I've always found it troublesome to really get into a fucking a midget.
One thing I will say about 118 is it's pretty unique in the sense that of all the guys there, like in the top 10, about half of them are like genuinely concussive punchers. Like Inoue has pound for pound power. Donaire, pound for pound power. Rigondeaux,
Hits
pound
hard
for
as
pound
hell.
power.
Yeah.
John Real Casimiro. I mean, you can just see the way that guy throws his punches and the way they land on dudes. You know, that's real power there. The guy hasn't had a fight go to points since 2017.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. And they be sleeping motherfuckers. So they like this division at 118 is kind of one that breaks the mold of what Mad Chat is talking about. I would have to agree with Mad Chat because for the most part, these smaller divisions, you ain't getting like these knockouts left and right. But that 118 division, that breaks the mold, bro, because those guys can sleep motherfuckers.
They
can sleep.
But then there are guys like Takuma Inoue who have 3 knockouts of 14 wins. You know what I mean? It just happens.
Like Inoue could be pound for pound best in the world. Like if you look at pound for pound fighters, because I've watched him fight. He is an incredible fighter.
Oh, he's in my top 5, so he damn sure good. What was you about to say, Virtuoso?
No, I'm kind of getting what Chad is saying. It's like for me, it has to do with marketing, man. How these promoters are marketing these talents at these lower weight classes, and it's hard for them to do it because obviously there's a language barrier. These guys are not Americans, and they're from Asia and and South America and Mexico, those places in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, and a lot of it is also like it's superficial, really, because like when you try to, if you can't get past a person's like frame or anything like that, I don't know what else to tell you. But I got my kicks, man. Like just watching these guys fight, I really enjoy watching these guys fight, man. And it's like it's a shame. It's like they should be getting more attention, because these people, fight fans over here, would not leave like the arena like disappointed at all if they would watch these guys.
Ioka Tanaka, 115, right? Ioka's 115. What a fighter. Like I said, I've never been able to really, they haven't captured my imagination like a heavy, just because they're so small, but I definitely respect it. And like I say, that Ioka is so fun to watch. Tanaka. I mean, D, this is good for you to bring this up. A lot of people neglect them. They are warriors. And D, much respect.
Oh, this is only part 2, chat. This is a 5-part series. I didn't want to do them all in one live because we'd be here for 10 hours, literally. I think the last one lasted like 3 or 4 hours, but
yeah, I paid attention. I paid attention to your last one.
Yeah, so I think it is a good discussion too. Tomorrow is part 3. Like we're gonna do the full 5-part series. It ends on Thursday, and it's only 2 divisions. But I say the most popular 2 divisions for the last, which is welterweight and heavyweight. So that's the Thursday topic is welterweight and heavyweight. But
Right.
yeah, we still got part 3, part 4, and then that last one on Thursday. So yeah, we're gonna rock out. And by the time we finish, we would have been through the whole damn all of boxing except 105, and I started at 115, and I cringed when I started 115 because I knew
But
that
the
I was
fight is there, though.
well,
There
I
are
knew
some
I was
fighters
going to
there.
have to go do research for 115, 118, and 122. I knew I was, bro. I'm not
Yeah.
even going to sit here and lie because I didn't know much about this division. So I had to go research the shit. I had this great idea, but I had to go research it.
And it's nice to learn, D, and we're not even in school, and I'm researching shit. You know what I mean? I'm at fucking work, and I got a break, and I'm fucking researching a fucking fighter. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This shit's, it's good stuff to learn every day. And indeed, me and you aren't spring chickens, but we still know that we can learn from the youngest fella on here to the oldest fella, and we can learn outside of here. And
shit,
D,
I
I
had
love it.
Intangible on here earlier, and I know he's
Speaking of-
18 or less. Him and IBT, they like the 18 crowd. So I learned stuff from these guys all the time, bro. Both of them. And they young guys.
Intangibles an encyclopedia. What a gift that guy is,
Mini
man.
Max is another one. He's 15. I learned a lot from Mini Max. So age don't make a difference, bro. These guys be studying boxing and shit, and they know shit that I don't know because I'm not looking at it all. You know what I mean? You can learn from anybody.
Yeah, it excites me. It makes me, good shit, D. It's fucking fun.
Listen, I'm 7 years older than Mark from Unrivaled Boxing, and I learned a lot from him, man. It's like he's just a glossary of fighters, man, that he knows just by going by each weight class.
Yeah,
You know?
Raider, salsa and hot sauce is different. I love salsa, but it's different. You said Valentina's Tabi are not real hot sauce. Mexicans make their own hot salsa. Salsa is different, bro. Hot sauce and salsa is different. You do know that Mexican, like pizza. Pizza it didn't start in America. People think it do, but different countries jump on. You know that Mexico ain't the only place that makes salsa. You do know that, don't you, Raider? It may have originated there. You guys may be the king of salsa, but I've been around this world, buddy, and they ain't the only ones who have their form of salsa. And it's the same thing with hot sauce. It's 2 different things. You have salsa and then you have hot sauce. So,
salsa and salsa picante. It's just
right. Picante is fuck. You talking about that name brand shit? That shit's horrible, bro.
No, picante means hot sauce in Spanish.
Okay.
Salsa picante, yeah.
See, we going to 130, fella. We going to 130.
Yes, and you starting it. Well, me and Virtuoso been through it, but you and IBT, you could start it off, Chad. Your top 3 guys at 130.
IBT, how about I name a guy and then you name a guy, so we can just kind of feed off each other, possibly. But a 130, I believe that's Oscar Valdez. Am I wrong?
I agree. I got him number 1.
And Boxing Monster, I ain't putting that up. Anytime I see L. Jefferson, I'm not putting your comment up. How about that one? I told you, fucker, I'm Puerto Rican and black, not Mexican and black. Okay? If I was Mexican and black, I would accept L. Jefferson, but I'm not Mexican.
We need to say D. Rivera. Will that work?
Oh, I'll take that. D. Rivera, D. Rodriguez. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that.
You're part Puerto Rican, D?
Yeah. Puerto Rican and black,
okay.
bro. I'm just American born, and I don't know how to speak no damn Spanish. So you got guys like
That's
my boy.
Okay. Puerto Ricans don't speak that many Spanish anyway. At least the ones here, you know.
That's what I be trying to tell these motherfuckers. So I got a lot of cousins and stuff. Would Stay Real TV swear to God he ain't got no Spanish. This motherfucker think he's Spanish, man. Look at it, man. He is pure nigga. He ain't nothing but a nigga. What funny as hell. Yeah, but I don't. And I'm ashamed. I always tell people I'm ashamed that I'm not as familiar with my culture.
Yeah,
because, here's the thing. Hold on, Chad. Let me break this down real quick, Chad. Is when you get older, right? You kind of look at things where you say, okay, I should have probably done this in my younger years, right? So the Latino Hispanic culture is a part of my family. So you should always look into your own culture, fam. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel ashamed that I didn't take the time to learn Spanish, that I didn't look more into my culture like I should have, because it's still my culture. I'm just American born, so I don't. And then my pops left when I was 2 years old. I don't even know the man. So that element, that side of my family, I was never around them. See, I have cousins that they was in Puerto Rico. They came here, but they were around our Puerto Rican family, and they were spoken to in Spanish. So they grew up knowing Spanish and English. Me, I was just always spoken to in English. I didn't have anybody around me speaking Spanish, so I don't fucking know Spanish. And I feel bad because it don't take much to get out there and learn Spanish. So that's why I feel ashamed about it, because, I can't blame anybody but myself for not learning the language. Hell, my daughter, she was American born. My 22-year-old, she speaks Spanish. So what excuse do I fucking have, right? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm
D,
learning. I'm learning.
Look,
D, can
look
I
at it this
throw
way,
a
D.
quick little shout out to the Latino community here?
Indeed,
Uh,
indeed.
right here by my house, right? There's the house. There's my neighbor's house, Jose. There's my neighbor's house, Irvin, right?
Right.
There was a fire at Jose's house. You can see it boarded up. See that it's boarded up, D?
Yeah.
Right? There was a fire the night of Boots Ennis. I
Damn.
came out when the fire truck showed up. They're a Cuban family. His son's an amateur, the most decorated amateur in Maine. And Irvin, he's from Cuba, my neighbor, Jose. Irvin and his son, Anthony, 17-year-old kid, grabbed their ladder. They work in, construction and roofing. Irvin from Nicaragua took his fucking ladder, fucking right up to the roof, got the fucking mother out, fucking, heroic shit.
That's
It
good
happened
stuff.
around 11:30. Jose's all right. His wife's okay. But Irvin, my friend from Nicaragua, my neighbor, right across the way, right across the fence,
Yeah.
Irvin and his
I'll
son
tell you
Anthony.
something, man. Latino Hispanics from Cuba and Nicaragua would get discriminated on in the Latino Hispanic community. Now, a lot of Latino Hispanics won't want to admit that, but I talk about how black people are stupid, so I'm going to tell the truth about that in the Latino and Hispanic communities. So don't fucking sit up here and tell me they don't get discriminated on, because they damn sure do. Cubans and Nicaraguans, though,
But
they
I'll
do.
tell you, D, that was heroic right there to act
Oh,
right on
that was
there,
good
to put the
stuff.
ladder right up there with the smoke coming out of the window.
You Latino Hispanic, tell me I'm lying about that. Don't the people from Cuba and Nicaragua get discriminated upon within the
Yeah,
community? That's the
yeah.
facts, bro. They
That's within
surely
the
do.
community.
Not here in
There is
Portland,
television.
here in Portland, believe me, Irvin, and these guys are the most successful people in the neighborhood. They're the most respected. They just there's nothing but
No,
love.
Chad. I'm not talking about from Americans. I'm talking about within the Latino and Hispanic community, fam. Yes, they get yes. And Virtuoso,
Yeah,
no,
like
I'm not lying, fam. They
A
get
lot of rivalry.
yeah, but no, they get shitted on, fam. I'm telling you, like lower class citizens and shit. No bullshit. That's how a lot of and don't these uppity motherfuckers that are from Spain. Oh, they're the bougie. They're the bougie crowd of the fucking Latino Hispanic community. They think they better than everybody
Label
else.
them all. It's just the bad news travels like wildfire. Good news travels slow. D. I'm telling you, people get along together everywhere. All the assholes get all the press. D. We know it. That the world wouldn't even be going if you know what I mean. Bad news gets all the press. D. There's more love in the world than hate. Because the minute that hate takes over love, that's when I think the Lord and Savior comes. But until then, there's more love than hate.
American and India. Okay, cool. Ball Hype says, I'm an alien. I came from the asteroid that hit the southern U.S. And you know what, Ball Hype? I believe that. With all of the crazy shit you say, I believe you're an alien.
I believe
I don't know
yeah.
where you come from, but now it's starting to make sense.
Ball Hype was the one that be asking weird questions one time,
Yes,
man.
that's Ball
I think
Hype.
yeah. Something about the WBC, like Oh, who should get the prestigious belt? Who gives a fuck?
He the one
Like,
who
that's
just
not.
made me pull out my Valentinas. Because while we talking boxing, he started talking about what's the best hot sauce. He made me go get that shit. All right, guys, back to it. So, Chad and IBT, this is for you. Me and Virtuoso already asked this.
Yep.
Who was your number one guy? You have Valdez at number one at 30, right, Chad?
Yes, sir.
If Valdez was to leave 30, who do you think takes over? Would it be Shakur, Tank, Jamel? Who you think takes that division if Valdez left?
Takes over as in like who moves up next, or like in a
No,
couple
who was
years?
the man? Like, who would be the man at the division? Because right now, if you put Valdez as your number one guy, that's why I'm asking based on your opinion. So Chad had Valdez as his number one guy. So I'm saying if he leaves, then who would take over that spot? Like when Usyk left the Cruiserweight division, we pretty much accepted Maris Briedis as being the number one guy, right? Well, who would be that guy if Valdez left?
Well, for now, I think it would be, in terms of immediately, if who's immediately number one in my new ranking.
Just like over the course of 2 or 3 fights, you know what I mean, bro? Like,
Okay. I'll say probably Shakur or Colbert.
Oh, Colbert? Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Colbert has the funny hair. Is that the guy with the funny hair?
Yeah. Always coming with green or blue or pink or some shit like that. Yeah, that's Lil B Hop.
He's talented, but the dark horse, right? The Marine, the Simplify, the man that just traveled across the seas to retire the Irish fighter. You know what I mean? The legendary Carl Frampton, the Jackal. You know, Simplify went over there. Marines travel good. They fight good on foreign soil. So maybe whoever Harron fights, Harron fights next can be in Saudi Arabia because he's been there with the Marines and he can go back there to fight. And Jamal Harron's going to give whoever Valdez, Shakur, Colbert, Jamal Herron's in the right place, his state of the mind. He's 31, I believe, and the fighting Marine is ready. Oscar's number one. I have number two, Shakur, number three. Colbert in the dark horse, Jamel Herron.
Okay, that's cool. I mean, I could accept that. Chris Colbert's on the come up, bro. And so I could really accept that because I think Chris Colbert is definitely going to make noise at this division.
Yep.
I think he is. So,
good call, IBT. Good call over there. Good call.
Yeah, that is a good call, IBT. Intangible is back. All right, guys.
There he is, Intangible Boxing News. Subscribe to the genius. The kid, he's only 13 years old. This kid's amazing.
No, he's not, man.
I think that's Minimax age.
Damn. I know he's younger than Minimax. No, he's not no damn thing. I'm gonna tell you something. If Intangible was 13, he is the grownest sounding 13. That motherfucker sound like he at least about 17 or 18.
I'm buying stock. I'm buying stock because I think he might be older than me, D.
No, they're kids, bro. Fuck that. And I don't mean no disrespect calling y'all kids. I know 18, 17, y'all feel like grown men, but y'all kids to me. I got 25-year-old daughters. So IBT, Intangible.
I mean, D, I get it from your perspective. If I were like 90 years old, people who are 30 are kids. They're kids. I get it, man.
Exactly. But yeah, Minimax, IBT. Shit, I call El Jefe a kid, and he's 23, right? So yeah, they kids to me, goddammit. But nah, he ain't that goddamn young. If he is, damn, that's even fucking more impressive if he was 13. But I don't know Intangible's age. I know IBT's age. I would just assume that Intangible is like 17 or 18. Hold on for a second, guys. Hey, what's up?
I think Intangible's 20. I'd say in his 20s.
Hold on right quick. Y'all go ahead and kick it for a second. I got somebody to do it. Go ahead.
Art Intangible, are you aware of the prompt? Were you on here earlier?
No, what about it?
All right. So today we're deliberating and discussing the top 3 fighters at 118, 130, and Cruiserweight, 200 pounds, right? So we did Bantamweight already, but I was late, so I don't know everyone who did input, but me and Mad Chad, we did our 118. We started our 130. But who are your top 3 at 118?
I already did it, but
Oh
my
yeah, they
top
did
three.
that. They did
Oh,
that. What
okay.
happened to Mad Chad? What happened to Chad? Oh, but yeah. So we
They already
we
did that.
on to Cruiserweight. They already went through it. Intangible was here with me early.
All right, my bad. I didn't know.
Virtuoso. So it's you. You the one really up.
All right.
For Cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight. I've got Maris Breedis, the IBF and Ring Magazine champion. I've got Lawrence Okoli, the WBO champion, and I've got Makabu, the WBC champion.
Okay, great. List. I switched out Macabo for Dorticos.
That's fair. I think those two are on my rankings for my top 10. I have Dorticos at number 10, or sorry, number 4. I think so. You could switch them around reasonably.
Right. And you know what else too? That would be a hell of a fight with those two.
Yeah, that would be actually.
That would be a hell of a fight. So okay, so same question too, IBT. If Marius Breidis, that's who you got number 1, right?
Yeah, I've got.
Okay, so if he retired or left or whatever, who do you feel like takes that division, will become the man of that division?
That is pretty tough. Because all these dudes.
I got it.
What's up?
Khamzat Kunkabayev.
Yeah, he could. Yeah, you know what? It might actually just be Kunkabayev. The thing is, the top guys that are there right now, it's not like there would be a void, a small void that gets filled in quickly. Because if Breedis moves up or retires or something, right? Everyone else there, with the exception of Okoli, who is physically large enough to move up in weight to heavyweight, and he's outlined that as a plan already. They're all in their 30s already, right? So there's no really telling whether does Makabu take over? If Okoli stays, in my opinion, within the next 2 years, he'll emerge as the number 1. I'm really high on Okoli, and I think that he's got a lot of advantages over the other guys in terms of youth, strength, height, reach, etc. I think he's very skilled. I think he could be the number 1 easily, but in my mind, I am considering the fact that he said he wants to unify and then move up. You know what I mean? So I don't know how many years that'll be. He's the tallest cruiserweight champion in history, 6'5". I mean, the guy's got the frame to move up to heavyweight easily.
And he's so tall and long, bro, and with his awkward style, like he knows how to use it. But not only does he know how to use his range, he's awkward with it. It's hard enough to fight a guy that's awkward. It's hard enough, but then when he's awkward and has all that length and height, man, that makes him a problem.
He's got some similar. Oh, sorry, go.
No, I was gonna say take last Saturday's fight between Joe Smith and Vlasov.
That's exactly where I was gonna go with that. Yeah, I was gonna say he's got like the same long arms, long reach, very physically strong, good power puncher. I would say far more power puncher than Vlasov is, but he's way bigger than Vlasov. Obviously, he's 6'5". He's younger than Vlasov, and he's got the momentum and the development to go even further. So you saw how tricky Vlasov was. Imagine an even more complex puzzle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He could easily move up to heavyweight, fill in his frame, and he'd be a big heavyweight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, PB. I know, man. You a man, PPV. PPV. I'm not saying that. He said I'm 24. I ain't no damn kid. I feel you, bro. I'm more than twice your age, dog. You goddamn a kid to me. I don't care what nobody say. If I got a child that's older than you, fam. I literally have a child that's older than you. Beautiful girl, but I mean, dog, she's still a kid to me. When I talk to her, I'm like, man, y'all kids. You know what I mean? That's just how it is, dog. But you a man, you get the respect from me. You a grown ass man, fam. I ain't want nobody calling me no kid when I was 24 neither. Shit, I ain't want nobody calling me a kid once I hit 18. You couldn't tell me shit, I'm 18, I'm grown. Still wet behind the ears, don't know a goddamn thing, but I just knew I was grown at 18. He does ugly stuff real well. Of course, I was really grown at 18 because I was out of the house in my own shit, my own apartment, making my own bread. So, I mean, you taking care of yourself fully. You can't consider yourself grown. Now get into concentrate on doing good stuff. All right, fish. Said that don't make sense. What don't make sense? I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, yeah, man. So I think I was right there too. I was with not Dorticos, Lawrence Okoli. I think that he would be the man at cruiserweight. That depends on how long he stayed there too. Because I can imagine he going to heavyweight. At some point, he should be going to heavyweight, man. He's a big guy, big, tall. He damn sure got the frame and size to fight at heavyweight. So, yeah, but that shit. That about sums it up, man. I just wanted to talk about that division 25.
You actually didn't ask me who would take over these divisions.
I didn't? Well, shit. Let's go. 18. Who was your number one guy at 18?
Well, my number one guy at 18 was Inoue, but who I thought would take
out
over.
of there. Who takes over?
Who takes over the division if he were just to disappear magically? It's a bit hard to say. I might have to go with Casemiro since he's still in his prime. But you could also go with Liam McGregor if you want to go the youthful route. But still, his level is still to be determined since he's just made it past European level. 140 or 130, should I say? Who takes over that division?
Who was your number one guy?
Well, my number one guy there is Oscar Valdez.
Remove him.
And if you remove him from the division, who I think takes over, I don't know about Tank Davis because I don't think he's going to be there for long enough. I think he's just going to go up to whatever the hell he's going to do. It's kind of hard to say. I mean, there's a few good guys there like Yakubov and Oshaki Foster, and there's a few good guys. Rakimov is also pretty nice. Maybe I'll go with Rakimov, but it's very difficult really to say. I mean, obviously you have some good prospects there, but just immediately taking Valdez out of there. Yakubov, Shakur Stevenson, maybe? That's also a difficult task.
I heard those other three guys. I don't think any of them, Rakimov, I don't think they beat Shakur, fam. Like, they can box, but...
Yeah, I guess Shakur would probably take over. Who knows, though? And Cruiserweight, I'd probably go with Kunkabayev simply because I'm high on him as a prospect. I like him. Okoli could probably take over directly after, but he's probably not going to stay there for a long time, as IBT pointed out.
Yeah.
The divisions we did yesterday, 115, who I think takes over that division, probably Junto Nakatani or Tanaka. I'll go with Tanaka because I like him. That's my only rationale. 140, I'll go with probably Shakram Giasov. And at 168, I'd probably go with, that's probably a three-way tie, honestly. Benavidez if he just decides to stay there. So yeah, that's a big if, though. So Yagin and maybe Melakuziev.
I was solid at 140 Friday. I don't think Regis goes to 147. Teofimo's coming up to 140. I was solid with one of those two guys taking it over. Because you talk about both of them, Ramirez and Taylor, win, lose, or draw, both of them talking about moving up. And they both said win, lose, or draw. They talk about moving up. So I'm looking at Regis because I don't think nobody there fucking beats Regis but Taylor and possibly Ramirez, or he beats them because I would love to see a Taylor-Regis rematch. So, and then Teofimo, he's my guy. We got to see what he does. But, hell, I would go with Regis or Teofimo, or hell, maybe even Zepeda takes that division over if those guys leave. Yeah, but that's just the way I seen it. Not to see, I respect your opinion. I think that those were some good names. I said, what do you think about Krzysztof Glowacki, man? IBT, intangible.
What do I think about
Krzysztof Glowacki?
What about him?
You don't think he can make some noise?
No, he's past his prime. He's 34, 35 years old. I don't think he'll like the Okoli defeat was it wasn't a competitive fight. He got dominated and knocked out cold.
He fucked. Okoli.
He's taken a lot of damage throughout his career. The Matty Askin fight, even the Hawk fight, even though he won that fight, he had a rough fight with Cunningham. He got knocked down by Radchenko. He had that Breidis fiasco. The Vlasov fight was tough. He's been through so many tough fights, and I think he's just shop worn at this point. I don't see him being able to take over afterwards. I think it's pretty much downhill from here as far as success.
Yeah, he kind of old. He kind of long in the tooth, bro. I can't even lie about that. He kind of long in the tooth. I think that because like you said too, well, we all know that Okoli probably going to end up moving, and I like Dorticos and Makabu. I like those guys. You know, Marius Briadis. I got Marius Briadis and Okoli, the two guys to beat right now. But like the question was Marius Briadis leaving. I think most of us had Marius Briadis number one, so he would be out. Then that would just leave Okoli, which Cruiserweight's kind of a tricky division because after Marius Briadis, all of the guys are comparable. Like I think Marius Briadis sits at top alone, and then when you start talking about all the guys in that division, like Dorticos and Makabu and Okoli and these guys, they're all comparable. Where I just feel like Marius Briadis are ahead of them.
If I may say, D, I respectfully disagree. I think Briadis is very good, and on his day, I have him at number one at Cruiserweight for a reason. All of these guys in the top 10 genuinely have fleshed out resumes, and the guys who are undefeated, it's not like they haven't fought anyone. It's just that they haven't fought anyone that they've lost to yet, and they haven't fought quite the same quantity of opposition as a Breidis or a Makabu or Dorticos, right? You see on these guys' resumes within the top 10, there's a lot of overlapping, but I think that Breidis on his day is, the number one, but I don't think he is head and shoulders above the rest. We saw in the fight with Noel Gever, right, that he has moments where he's just vulnerable or he just looks kind of off. It doesn't look great. And, I think with fights like that, you can't be the clear number one head and shoulders above everyone else. I think that the fights for him there are competitive, and he could very well lose to those guys.
Yeah, but I'm gonna pick him over all of them.
That's fine. I'm just saying I don't think he's head and shoulders. You
can
pick him. I just don't think he's head and shoulders.
I get it because I said that Okoli would be a good fight.
Would you be?
Protocols, I don't know, bro. I mean, they got power and all. Well,
yeah,
I think Marius Briadis beats those guys.
One thing I will say is I do actually think Dorticos could beat Okoli, and I might actually favor him to win just because the style matchup is so bad for him. That's a really tough fight.
And there are a lot of stylistic, like for example, I think I'm more comfortable picking Breidis. Like when I picked him over Dorticos, I was like, yeah, he could get caught, but I think he's just gonna outbox him, and he did, right? And saying kind of similar thing with Makabu, but then you might say, oh, but Okoli might give Breidis fits and very difficult fight, and then you might say, well, Dorticos or Makabu could beat Okoli. You know what I mean?
Right.
Make a triangle.
Yeah, I know. I feel that, man. Because, hey, again, bro. It's a tricky division. Usyk was the clear guy there. When he left, he kind of, he left things kind of in limbo.
Yeah, I will say the division has declined since then. Lebedev lost to Gassiev, and he's been on a steep decline since and is retired. Gassiev and Usyk have left too. Those two were among the very best, I guess you could say, and Gassiev was the second best at worst. So, definitely the division has declined since, having the best guy in the division leave, one of the greatest cruiserweights ever, and Lebedev leaving as well, retiring. The division and obviously the division isn't young, so the second question of who could take over the division is also difficult. Even Kunkabayev isn't young; he's 29, so it is a difficult division to assess, and it's also difficult to compare some of the guys in the lower top 10, like Michael Cieslak and Papin.
Yeah, and then you've got and then you've got the guys that are kind of floating, not in the top 5 area, but they're still very prevalent in the division, like Lorena, Goldemirian, Sheslak, Papin. I mean, obviously Glowacki's there. You could even say if you wanted Masternak or Ladarchik, but it's a tricky division. And even though some of the talents of the division, like he said, Gassiev, Lebedev, Usyk, Hunter have left, it's still a very good division, which is why that run that Usyk went on was so good, right? But it's just kind of difficult to tell who's going to come out of it on top.
Yeah.
Um, I just think the cruiserweight division needs fresh bodies, which is what Intangible was alluding to, man. Because like the guys that you've mentioned, man, they're like in their 30s, man. They made a lot of noise in that WBSS tournament. That's what made them stars, and we need to see more of that, but with new, fresh faces. But I think that what was happening is that cruiserweight is like it's like a buffer zone between light heavyweight and heavyweight. There's no really that much publicity going on around there, which is why I felt the WBSS tournament was clutch in doing so. But this thing that Suleiman is doing, this annexation of the division with this fucking Bridgeway shit, like I think it just convolutes the whole the division, if you ask me.
Yeah. Suleiman tear a lot of shit up, bro. Go ahead, whoever that was.
I heard something about Vladarchik possibly being on the lower end of the top 10. No, the guy's in prison right now.
Oh, I don't mean top 10. I just meant the lower arc of guys who are still good, but probably not at the top.
Yeah, he's in prison right now. I don't think he's going to get back up there, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, he is literally in prison, but if he were to, come back, I think he'd still be a good test.
But
that's fine. You disagree. I mean, whatever.
Yo, free Mercedes.
Of course, it's fine to disagree with you. You don't know shit about boxing. No, I'm just joking, dog. You don't know shit about boxing. Nah. I agree with that, man. I mean, like I said, it's tricky. Just like the 118. If you take Nonito Donaire, I mean not Nonito Donaire, Naoya Inoue. If you take Naoya Inoue out of that, it's a tricky division. It becomes a tricky division once you do that.
Tishenko getting absolutely embarrassed by Michuno in the fashion that he did really did something to the future of the cruiserweights. Watching that fight, I'll be honest, I wanted to vomit seeing how piss poor that performance was. And look, I rarely say this. I have respect for fighters. He fought like a bitch.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think Kazuta Ioka could beat Chocolatito or Estrada?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just say I'd favor him over both. Because assuming by the time he fights them, Chocolatito and Estrada will have been through fighting each other and then Rungvisai. And I'd probably actually favor Rungvisai to beat both, considering he's more fresh than them as well. So I could actually see, I think he would probably take over in the end if he were to fight all the guys. That's if, though.
I don't know, man. With Ioka, it's kind of like I really respect his skills and his talent, but at the same time, you're in such a good division, and you've been within the ability to fight these guys for a couple divisions now, and you just haven't really gotten in the mix. It's kind of disappointing.
He has fought Nietes, though, and we saw what he did to him.
Hey, did y'all hear? Oh, my bad. Did y'all hear about Jamel Charlo put a tweet up on Instagram? I mean, on Twitter. He put an Instagram post up, too. He said that all of these reports, and I've seen it on a lot of different channels, Box News, Boxing Scene, Athletic. I've seen it on a lot of pages. He said it's all fake news. It ain't they haven't even sat down and talked about anything, Castaño and Charlo. He said it's all bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude.
Jamel Charlo say a lot of bullshit himself. So I talked to Erickson.
Why would he lie about that? Like an undisputed match.
Why would Fury lie about it? Same deal.
No. Fury's an idiot.
No, he's not. No. Yeah, Fury's just with Michelle Phelps. Actually, he said the fight is going to happen 100%. And I wanted to talk about Erickson Lubin's trainer, Coach Kevin Cunningham. He told me that Erickson Lubin versus Jason Rosario is on the undercard of Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano, undisputed. So
Yeah,
that's the point of Lubin. He
I
told me
mentioned
that directly.
I mentioned that one. I read that. I actually heard a whisper in the wind about that one a couple of weeks ago, H. But yeah, I think you're right on that. But yeah, I got somebody hit me up and told me about that a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, I heard about that. That's good too, because I wanted to see the Hammer come back, and you know, I want to see him. I think Erickson Lubin, like people say, oh, he chinny because Charlo dropped him and then he got hurt in that last fight he was in. But I don't know, man. I still think the Hammer is dangerous, bro.
He
I think
is.
he's dangerous.
He is. Jefferson. He was only 21 years old. He stepped up to the plate and fought the best. Who is doing that right now at 21, fighting the top guy? Nobody's doing that. So you got to give Lubin credit for taking his loss like a man. He made no excuses and he came right back. Now he has a great trainer, Kevin Cunningham, who also trained undisputed welterweight champion Corey Spinks, Devin Alexander, Javante Davis. He trains Adrian Broner, so many great fighters. I think Erickson Lubin, bro, is ready. Now, Coach Kevin Cunningham, he won 9 world titles with Southpaw fighters, Corey Spinks, Devin Alexander, man. So I think Erickson Lubin will beat Jermell Charlo in the rematch and make his adjustments and outbox him.
I don't
He said,
see
whoa,
it.
whoa. The Hammer beat Jamel?
In the rematch, yes.
Oh, fuck no, bro.
Yeah, that's your opinion, bro. That's my opinion.
I know. I respect your opinion, but my opinion is fuck no. He gets beat again, bro.
Lubin's obviously improved, but I saw similar flaws in the Terrell Gausha fight.
Yeah.
Sure, but he still overcommits a lot to his jab and his straight right hand. He's not the best at leading. I don't know. I really think if he gets in the pocket with Charlo, he's just going to get caught again. That's just kind of how things are. That's just a weakness. I don't think he'll be able to overcome.
Charlo is beatable. Charlo been outboxed by Tony Harrison. He's been outboxed.
Nobody's saying Charlo's invincible, fam. Nobody's saying that, H. We ain't putting Charlo as one of these invincible boxers. We just don't think Lubin can do it, fam. Like, you respect your opinion. You gotta respect that too.
I respect it. I respect it, D. Hey, dude, Erickson Lubin in the amateurs was the best fighter. Like, everybody looked up to him. He won all of the tournaments. He was the top guy, bro. Like, just because he took one loss to the best fighter at 21 really, doesn't mean anything. He can bounce back. And I'm telling you, he got the best trainer to do it. And I think he can outbox Charlo. I've seen Charlo get outboxed.
Yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't associate Erickson Lubin with having the most extensive credentials as an amateur.
But at that era, I mean, at that time, he was the top guy of that age group. He was, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, again, I actually support the Hammer Lubin. I do. I support the Hammer Lubin. And not only that, when he was going in there with Charlo, I was upset about that fight because back then I was liking both the Charlos back then, and then this was before Jamal let me down. But I didn't even really like that situation back then because I was like, damn, bro, Charlo gonna knock this dude out. I don't know why they putting Lubin in there so early. They messing him up. So I wasn't happy about that fight. I felt like they put him in there too early. I was like, yeah, Lubin hit hard, but he not ready for that Charlo smoke. And bow, he got laid out. So I was like, nah. So, but I back Erickson Lubin, and I agree that he has gotten better. The problem is he still shows defensive flaws, and with Charlo's timing, he's gonna catch him again. That's my thing. I like Lubin a lot, but he's still got these defensive flaws. It's just no good for Jermell Charlo because. You hate Jermell Charlo all you want. He got good timing, bro. This is why he keep knocking motherfuckers out.
Well, I can say this though. Like I said, that was early in his career. And do you think Lubin was rushed in that Charlo fight?
Yes,
100%. Yes. I felt going in that him versus, let's say he had been fighting, like this is why with the Teofimo Lomachenko fight, it was so perfect because both guys, it's a great win for either of them, right? And the loss isn't truly like detrimental to either. Whereas in that fight, I felt Jermell had enough actual power and counterpunching ability and just like his ability to cause damage with a single punch, that the way he slept him makes me worry about his chin going forward or his head going forward. You know what I mean? Like, people don't really get slept like that and then come back better always. You know what I mean? So I just didn't like that situation going in. I feel it was way too green. He definitely had a couple good fights and some good wins, but at that point he should have still been developing, not going for Jermell immediately. You know, like, props to him,
They set
but
him up, bro.
it was rushed.
That was a PBC bullshit. They set him up, bro. They used him for food against Jamel. He should have never been in that ring. Shouldn't have been.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, the way I see it, if a prospect wants to get in there with a top guy, I'm not going to begrudge him. Lubin really thought he could win. He got in there. He got slept. Oh well. You know?
Oh yeah. No, I'm not blaming the fighter. I'm blaming his handlers. Intangible. This is what we say. Like, Frank Warren put Dubois in there with Joe Joyce, and he didn't have enough behind him. So I'm gonna blame the handlers for that, and that's what I'm doing here. I'm not saying any of these young guns that want to get in there and challenge themselves. This is something I said. Let them fight. Everybody care about a loss, and if they want to go in there and fight, let them fight. Hopefully they learn from it and they keep moving forward. But when it's your handlers that are supposed to be putting you in the right fights to bring you up the right way, and they don't do that, then I'm going to give heat to them, intangible.
Yeah,
and that's what happened in the Lubin situation. They shouldn't have put him in there.
Yeah. I think what we were saying is that we don't have any issue with Lubinson Lubin wanting the fight. It's the fact that the manager set up the fight, and from the fan perspective, we don't feel he was ready. And it's not like, oh, he's not ready, he's gonna take a loss, he's gonna move on. It's, oh, he's not ready, he's gonna get knocked out ugly, and he did. You know what I mean? So we're not blaming him. It's just kind of like Dee said, it's towards the managers.
Yeah, bro. They did a horrible job. Like, these guys are responsible for making sure these fighters get into the right fights without taking a bad loss like what he took. Right? They supposed to match them up. That's matchmaking responsibilities. That was a bad matchup for him that early. So somebody got to take the heat for it. I'm not blaming Lubin, but it's not like it was a fight that was supposed to fucking happen. That fight shouldn't have happened.
Yo, D, I gotta say something about this, man. I don't fault young fighters trying to chase greatness at an early stage of their careers, man.
Yeah, me either.
You know, I have my doubts against, with Virgil Ortiz against Crawford, but then I saw a tweet that Amir Khan put out talking about, responding to Conor Ben, and it's like, dog, that's a fucking cap. And I understand, because like, yo, you have great hand speed. You like to showboat. You like to entertain the crowd, and you want to take over. Okay, fine. Let's see what you got. And if they want to go at it, fine. Because there's not a lot of people that are. Well, I'll say this: there's a lot of people that are calling each other out, but they're not following through. And I think these kids today, man, I like what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree. I just wish they fight more. Talk less and fight more.
Exactly.
Talking and shit, and like, even my guy Teofimo, he need to fight. No, you don't need to fight no fucking body, bro. Get in there and fight him. Don't worry about what he need to do. If you think he that below you, that far beneath you, and he ain't done enough or proved enough, then go beat the shit out of him and show him he ain't done enough. Don't be talking that shit about Haney or anybody else need to go fight somebody before they come see you. Motherfucker, you just fought Kome, Nakatani, and Lomachenko. That's all you did. You ain't at the position. You ain't no fucking Canelo or Joshua, nothing. Like, T.O. need to chill with that too. So all of these guys, these young guys, popping all that hot shit, but not fighting each other. Nah, bro. Nah. And I just gave my own boy some heat, and I told Bill the same thing with Haney and shit. Do I respect the Linares fight? I love it. But the priority should have been Lomachenko. I don't give a fuck if Linares was there first. More people than this, everybody. Don't nobody care about what Bob say. Bob's a fucking liar and everybody knows it. So I don't care about what Bob say. Well, Bob said this is the guy to go fight. You think if he give you a fight with Linares, if you beat Linares, that if you beat Lomachenko, you don't get the fight? Get out of here. Beating Lomachenko is way more efficient than beating a damn Linares. So, like, I would rather him fight Lomachenko, but you can't make the guy fight. You can't make Lomachenko fight. So, Linares is great, but I want to see these kids challenge themselves. Like, I'm not going to sit here and talk shit about my guy. You need to fight Haney, but then don't say that Haney needs to fight Lomachenko. No, that's bullshit. He should fight Lomachenko too. He sure should.
And I said this earlier, right? I wanted to see Casemiro and Rigondeaux fight. But instead of promoting that fight, they sneak this in Nui. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, y'all on the same like banner.
Casemiro was clout chasing with this shit, fam. With that Nui shit, that was just pure clout chasing.
You know, and Rigondeaux, he'll be on some bullshit, you know, with his tweets. You know, he got his social media handlers, you know, talking all that shit. He did that with Lomachenko, and now he's saying that he wants to go monster hunting. Oh, okay, cool. Well, then follow through.
Man, Casemiro, you know, some people think that Casemiro can beat Hanoi. I don't think so. What do y'all think about that anyway? Casemiro versus Naoya Hanoi.
Decapitation.
Would that be a Hanoi decapitating?
Yeah.
Casemiro? Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't think he beats him, bro. I think Casemiro hits hard, but I think he's too sloppy. Point blank, flat out. It's not awkwardness. Some people, yes, he's awkward, but I think he's too sloppy. He wings and misses a lot of punches. You can't do that shit against Monster Hanoi, period. I think he's too sloppy to beat Hanoi.
What's with people saying, oh, this fighter's very awkward when they're actually just sloppy? Like, to me,
Right.
Like, Andrade is awkward. Like, yeah, he's awkward sometimes. He's also kind of a moron sometimes, you know?
Exactly.
You're doing some bunny hop, pogo stick, jump in the ring, and then a left hook. Like, if he's been paid $1 million to miss it. That's the kind of left hooks he's throwing.
Left hook with one foot in the damn air.
No, both feet in the air. Super like doing the splits in the air with the left hook. Like, what is this?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's when they either want to give a guy more credit than he deserves, or they fans of a guy they don't want to just admit that bastard's sloppy. It ain't about no damn.
Yeah, do you remember when he tried to do that? That when Ward tried to do that windmill shit against Kovalev and he got countered.
He tried to bolo punch and he just got jabbed right in the nose. Boom.
Yeah. Right, he ran right into that boot. Yeah, hell yeah, I remember that. That shit was hilarious, bro. Yeah. That first fight, man. I always say I like Ward and everything. I always felt like they gave Kovalev the business in that first fight, man. Like, they gave him the business, bro. But it's in the books. It's in the books, you know. They gave my boy Sweet Pea the business, but it's in the books. He lost the fight, so.
Yeah.
But I definitely think they gave Kovalev the business in that first fight. I think they might have gave GGG the business in his first fight. You know, it was one of those fights. Oh yeah,
they called it the business, and you know, and that Margarito fight.
Yeah, Luis Collazo may have gotten the business against Floyd. You know what I mean? Hey man, you got
against Hatton.
What you mean?
You talking about him getting the business against Hatton because that was a bit of a gift.
Hatton. I said Floyd. Yeah, I meant Hatton, not Floyd. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for the correction.
Were you trying to say Castillo Floyd? That one might have been the business.
No, I was talking about Collazo Hatton, but
okay.
Castillo Floyd, yeah, that might have been the business too. Now that you mention it, they might have gave him a little bit of the funny money there. You know what I mean?
It sucks because a lot of these fights are like divided by 1 round, but sometimes that's what it comes down to, you know?
Right. Yeah. But with Floyd, man, Floyd was like Canelo. How Canelo is right now. You knock that dude out 9 times out of 10, you get in the business. That's it with Floyd, bro. 9 times out of 10, if you don't stop him. Now, fuck the showboating, man. I'm talking about the funny judging, bro. Damn the showboating. I'm talking about the funny judging.
The thing with Canelo is it's actually even worse than Floyd because, well, there's no look.
Oh, hold on.
Think about how much of an A side.
Hold
Floyd
on,
was.
guys. Hear each other.
Oh.
I don't think you and Virtuoso was able to hear each other because y'all was just going right over top of each other.
Yeah. I actually couldn't hear him.
Yeah. No, he's not talking. He's not talking now. Go ahead.
So what I was going to say is with Canelo, I think it's actually even worse because think about how big of an A-side Floyd is. Probably the biggest A-side ever. Okay, he's a money. There's a reason his nickname is Money, obviously. They gave him a fucking draw in that fight. A fucking draw against the biggest A-side in history where he lost 12 rounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
He virtually lost every round, and they pulled that shit out. Oh my god, that's when I knew that there was going to be some politics behind this guy. You know.
Yeah, man.
I saw that at the Lara fight, and I saw that against this guy, Austin Trout. It was there, man. The machine was behind him, and still is. It don't matter if it's Eddie Hearn or Oscar. He's his own business. He's a businessman. Like JC says.
Yeah. But Eddie Hearn, man, I'll say this about Hearn too. He got his shit with him. I gave Hearn some heat, but damn, man. Yeah. Am I breaking up, guys?
Yeah, you broke up a little.
Man, I like what I'm saying,
You speaking now?
Nah. I thought I broke up for a little bit right there.
You did a little. Yeah. I don't have any issues on my end, I don't believe.
No, it's me. It's me because I'm actually on the damn editing software. So you know what I mean? It's fucking the shit up. So it's definitely me, bro.
Yeah,
Who's that? Somebody just came in. Oh, Virtuoso. All right, Virtuoso. That was me, bro. That wasn't you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad. That was me. That wasn't you, fam.
That's all good.
Yeah, but go ahead, Intangible. Go ahead.
Yeah, L-Dog said Kovalev, Golovkin, Loma in the Salido fight, and recently Vlasov got robbed. Didn't you say just yesterday that you think Joe Smith is the best light heavyweight and would beat Beterbiev? Fuck out of here.
Yeah, I fucking whining about that on Twitter. I'm like, get out of here, man.
Oh my god, guys, we just caught L-Dog contradicting himself. What? Not L-Dog. Not my L-Dog. Not the L-Dog I know. He would never contradict himself with some nonsense.
L-Dog is a walking contradiction, man. Cut it out.
L-Dog has dual personalities.
You thought Tyson Fury was bad. Jeez. I mean, get a load of this guy over here.
You know what kills me is when people say what Tyson Fury said, and I just think to myself, are you kidding me? I'm a Tyson Fury fan, and I don't lean on nothing that fool say. You actually telling me what Tyson Fury said?
Yeah, I don't.
You can't take nothing that dude say seriously.
Or it's like, I mean, the news is very real. Tyson Fury and Billy Joe Saunders confirmed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, two people you definitely want to believe in. Have full faith in. Tyson Fury and BJS. These are the two most unreliable boxers in this fucking era, fam. You can't listen to nothing those dudes say, bro.
If Fury told me 1 + 1 was 2, I would still hesitate. I'd be nervous at triple check.
I'll grab the calculator. Go grab the calculator. Let me see if you're right about that.
Look, my official news source is John Fury. John Fury is my official source.
Oh my gosh!
The fight ain't happening.
John
It's not
Fury is
happening.
all around the place. Your son say yes, you say no.
Not
Herb say
happening.
no, you say yes. What the hell is wrong with
Everything's
John
wrong.
Fury, bro? All right, let me close this thing down. This shit dragging like a motherfucker. I just wanted to there we go. I'm gonna close it down. Damn, bro, that Adobe Premiere, bro. You know that thing to download that program was 1.9 gigs. Just that program. That shit was huge, a huge file. As soon as I downloaded that bitch, the next day I was like, man, why my computer moving so slow? Because I only spent like $780 for this machine, right? So I was like, wonder why my computer moving so slow. I contacted McAfee and everything. Then they said, oh, well, you got this big file here, this Adobe Premiere. It's kind of slowing you down. I must not have no RAM on this thing. It must be low on RAM or something, because when I loaded that thing up, man, it was slow as fuck. That's why I always need Intangible or IBT or somebody to load a clip. Because y'all be waiting fucking till tomorrow by the time I get that goddamn clip, man. But yeah, man, what else I wanted to talk to y'all about? It was something else I wanted to talk to y'all about right quick. Shit. I can't remember. I hate when that happens.
You smoke too much weed.
Huh? What was that?
Smoke too much weed. You smoke too much weed.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I'm still trying to remember.
Yeah, we got
you. Denying
I get cloudy too, man. I get cloudy too with my memory.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem.
Yeah, me too, bruh.
Whatever, dog. You don't smoke a lick of damn weed. You study too much to smoke weed. If you smoke weed, you be failing right now.
Yeah.
I'll tell
Yeah,
you
probably
one
would.
thing, though, when I was in school, bro, I couldn't function without it. I actually needed it. Like, I would go to school, I couldn't focus or nothing. And I'd leave, me and my boys, we'd skip a period or something. I'd be like, bro, I need to smoke a blunt. Fuck it, I'm going. I ain't going to second period. And we'll leave, I go smoke, come back, good. Learn everything, A's and B's. No weed, C's and D's. It's a funny thing, man. I don't know why it is like that.
Yeah, is Adobe the program you use to make the graphic that I see?
Adobe Premiere Pro Premium or some shit. Yup. Top of the line shit. I pay a lot of money for that shit.
Mm.
Yeah, I pay a lot of money for that shit. $389 a year.
Oh,
yeah, dog. But yo, I'm gonna tell you something though. You can do damn near everything with that. And I loaded. I also got some extra stuff. I think it's like $260 something a year, but I got some extra stuff with it. Like I loaded all of these different transitions. I paid for some other stuff. So I got some extras because I think I was kind of premature on getting that shit. I wasn't thinking, because I'll tell you why. I got all those extras because I was like, oh, I could do this, I could do this. And then when I got into the program, I opened it up. I said, I don't even know how to use this shit. So maybe I should have trained myself on it before I bought all of those extras. You know what I mean? But it's all good, bro. It's just money. It ain't nothing but money. That's all.
Yeah.
Plus,
I mean, if you're not gonna use that 398D, you can just hit me up, bro.
No. I use this program all the time.
Oh, okay, good.
All of the little funny faces and all that dumb shit I be doing. So yeah, I always use it. But what y'all think about Marcos Maidana? Y'all think he gonna return for real this time?
No.
You don't think so? Why they keep talking about this man returning? Did H Money leave? Oh yeah, he left. I wanted to show H Money this right here. This is what I was loading. This dude,
What is
man.
this?
Ray Leonard.
Ray
No,
Leonard.
but like, what is it?
Just highlights of him. You know, I was going to show H Money this, and this is a bad clip, man. I need to. It's kind of stalling out.
I'm sure Ron Ennis is better than him.
That's Mayweather, right?
Nah, that was Sugar Ray, but it's a bad clip. I'm gonna load another one. I'm gonna do one
No,
tonight.
but he was fighting Mayweather, right?
No. Well,
maybe in one of those clips. That was like 4 different fighters, but I will say this. He came yesterday. He was like, Jerron in his boots was better than Sugar Ray.
Facts.
Like, wow.
Oh
That is a fact. I agree.
Stop your fucking trolling. No, you don't.
Bro, he
that
beat
was
Lipinets.
absolutely
Come on.
fucking ridiculous, bro.
Amazing Sugar Lipinets.
He beat Lipinets, and
Multiple
now he's
legend.
better than Sugar Ray. I was like, bro, you fucking sailing right now.
Well,
I think
me
Virgil and
personally,
Ennis are better than Hearns and Sugar Ray respectively.
I'm more of a Hearns guy myself. I like to slander Sugar Ray Leonard, so I don't mind the comparison. Simply because I'm a biased Hearns fanboy.
I don't give a flying fuck if you mind the comparison or not. You fucking capping as much as you do about the history of boxing. Both of y'all capping. If y'all, hey man, did you see Lipinets touching this motherfucker up? And he's a short stub. He's 5 foot. That tall ass, long, rangy, hard hitting. Tommy Hearns would have beat the living shit out of Jerron in his boots. Come on,
absolutely,
with this, man. He would have beat the dog shit out of Jerron in his boots. And then hold on, let me finish because I'm getting ready to go in. Then when we talk about Sugar Ray, let's talk about fucking hand speed. Yeah, they talk about how fast Jerron in his boots is. When we talk about Sugar Ray, let's talk about hand speed. Sugar Ray's hand speed, Jerron in his boots, his punch placement, his durability. Man, get the fuck out of here. Sugar Ray and Hearns and these guys, Hagler, they would have dumped Jerron.
Let me just say, right. I got an unpopular opinion about Tommy Hearns, but I'm just going to state it real quickly. I think Hearns would go undisputed. I think he would go undisputed today from 147 to 175.
Who?
Tommy Hearns.
147, nobody
to 175.
154, nobody beats him. 160, shit, nobody. Yo, possibly.
Yeah,
every fucking one of these motherfuckers from one. I like that comment. I won't even argue with it.
168, too strong to the body.
168 and 175. That's actually really interesting. Canelo could beat him, but I actually think Hearns would outbox him. And 175, dude, the matchups would just be absurd because him versus Artur Beterbiev, literally, it's going to be a Hagler versus Hearns repeat. If Beterbiev gets in his chest, Hearns gets demolished. If Hearns is able to stay at range long enough and land his right hand, Beterbiev gets slept. And Beefball would be a great boxing match, but I'd probably favor Hearns.
This is why I don't believe that Hearns Beterbiev would be a Hagler Hearns match. Movement. Artur Beterbiev definitely has problems with. He had problems with Enrico Colin. He had problems with Vosdick. No way. And even no fucking way. Tommy Hearns, no way. He would beat the living shit out of Artur Beterbiev. No way. I can't see that one intangible. Nope.
Maybe, but at the same time, even Iran Barkley was able to destroy him in 3 rounds. And Barkley doesn't possess the power and size of Beterbiev. All right, and Beterbiev was a little bit chinny. So at the same time. Yeah, even at middleweight though, him getting fucking annihilated by him.
But what's weird is at middleweight he destroyed him, and at 175 it was razor close.
Yo, D, what do you think about Holyfield versus McBride?
Barkley wasn't at his best at 175.
Neither was Tommy Hearns.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Yeah, and in a 175 fantasy match.
And hold the fuck up, bro. Hold up for a second. I said hold up because MMA champ was fucking talking, and then y'all cut right over with your argument. Like, hold on for a second with that. Go ahead, MMA champ.
I said, what do you think about Holyfield versus McBride?
Oh, on the undercard of Teofimo? I don't know, man. Trilla's trying to build that card up. So, I mean, they got to do what they got to do. I think that I did put a post up about that MMA chat, a community post. Shit, I'll pull it up right quick. I kind of looked at it as like Evander kind of poking the bear, so to speak. You know what I mean? Because that fight didn't go down with Tyson and Evander Holyfield. So I kind of felt like it was Holyfield poking the bear, like, okay, I'm gonna beat the shit out of the guy who knocked you out when you left your career. You know what I mean? Now, if Holyfield go in there and beat him up, then that kind of like to me was like poking the bear, like, all right, Tyson, now what you want to do? You know what I mean? I don't know. Other than that, Triller just trying to fill their card up and do what they do. They knew. I think they're gonna do fine. Did y'all see the lineup, the entertainment lineup? Snoop Dogg was talking about that, man. They got some people performing, bro. They got some good names performing and all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Triller's gonna do a good job, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Due
They're
to my
integrating hip hop into boxing, and they're gonna bring a lot of young fans there. They're gonna bring the new generation into boxing. This is why all of us that got channels, we need to get on our job, because a lot of these new fans are gonna flutter right to the LDBC, because the hip hop community is also enthralled with the African American culture, whether people want to accept that or not. It was derived from the African American culture. So you got to know the hip hop community is enthralled with the African American culture. Therefore, these idiots, the LDBC, a lot of people come into boxing as African American and they flood to that community because they pander for the African American fighter. So with Triller bringing a lot of fans into boxing, man, we got to get on our job. We got all of us channels that spit the truth. We really got to get on our job, because I can guarantee you this Triller movement is going to be good for the LDBC. All of these people talking about, oh, the LDBC done, they finished, man, shit. Watch what this Triller movement do for them. Watch how much these channels start jumping up. And as a matter of fact, it already may be doing some stuff for them, because in the past 5 or 6 months here, Fanon and Fred and Blue Blood and all of them, they done increased by like 20,000 subscribers or more. Go look at their channels. Blue Blood was at 50-some thousand subscribers not too long ago. He knocking on 100,000. And it could have been a lot to do with that first Triller card, because it's the African American and hip hop culture. They're bringing them to boxing. So we got to get on our job, bro, and start to try to attract some of these fans that's coming in, because those pandering motherfuckers pandering for pro-black fighters, they're going to suck all of that attention up. And what are they going to be doing? Pushing them bullshit-ass narratives to these people. That's what's going to happen. But for boxing in whole, it's bringing a new element of a new fan base to our sport is what Triller is going to do. That's what's going to happen there. This was that post I was talking about, though. That I put up. I was like, it's funny to me, Holyfield. Hold on, let me put it on it, because my eyes are going bad. Now, this one is funny to me. Holyfield is going after the guy that destroyed Mike Tyson in his last pro fight. Not to mention he's doing it on the Triller card, which Tyson has vowed not to do any more fights with them. Talk about poking the bear. That's what I thought. It was like kind of poking the bear, bro. Like, okay, you don't want to make this fight with me? I'm going to go beat up McBride. Didn't you lose to him? Them fighting words. I don't know, Holyfield trying to get paid, though, too, man. Hawker Mustang, what's good? Hawker, you came in at the end, bro. We get ready to shut this down, because my wife get ready to go off. We got to go test drive a couple of cars. Man.
Yeah, let me just say, though, simply put, if Iran Barkley can run through Tommy Hearns at 160, Beterbiev can too. I mean, Beterbiev is a massive 175-pounder, regardless of what people say, but Hearns could still knock him out. And out of bias, I'd still pick him. But, yeah.
I don't think that's bias, Intangible. I would just have to tell you that. I don't even think you being biased picking Hearns. I think that's a wise, smart choice. I think he would beat the shit out of Beterbiev. I ain't even gonna lie to you, fam. He was too fast. His jab was too hard, and he moved too well. Enrico Colin didn't hit like Hearns. Vosdick didn't hit like Hearns. Their jabs wasn't what Tommy Hearn had. One of the best jabs in the fucking business, man. I think it's a one-sided fight. I mean, I'm not even giving Beterbiev a chance to beat Hearns. This is no old school nostalgia shit. I don't think he beats a Thomas Hearns.
I get it. I'm just saying, if Beterbiev gets in his chest, he could knock Hearns out.
Maybe. Hearns could take a punch. Hearn won't no fucking glass chin dude. Maybe he could. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's at a bigger weight too. So I don't know.
No, he
It's a
fought
tough
all the
fight.
way up to cruiserweight, dude.
He did fight
Yeah,
all the way up
but
to
He went
cruiserweight, but
all
he
the
also
way to
wasn't at world.
cruiserweight.
But in all of his losses, excluding the second Barkley fight, he lost via knockout. So, because he would
To be
go
fair,
out.
That's because he's a
he-
To be
dog.
fair, he
That's
fought
exactly.
big
That's
punches.
what I'm saying. So, I mean, if he were to lose to Beterbiev, I doubt he lets himself get outpointed. He's either going to try to take out Beterbiev, or he's going to go down trying.
Right. And I don't think he'll go down trying because I think he brings too much to the table for Beterbiev. Especially like the Beterbiev right now. After that Deanna's fight, please, if that Beterbiev got in there with Tommy Hearns, forget about it. He would be destroyed. That Beterbiev that we just watched, he would get absolutely destroyed. You can't let a guy like Deanna's have success on you. That motherfucker was coming off a longer layoff than Beterbiev was. Man, please. These guys, man, these guys in this division, even, I mean, in this era, even the ones we see as better boxers, most of these guys wouldn't have had the success back in those eras that they're having in this era here. I'm not saying that they wouldn't win titles or some of them wouldn't be successful, but they wouldn't have the level of success back then that even Floyd Mayweather. Put Floyd back in the, the 80s and shit like that. That motherfucker not gonna have the success, the 80s and 90s, and she not gonna have the success he had. Ain't no fucking way. Floyd would have got his ass whooped, bro. Don't care what nobody say. Floyd wouldn't have had that level of that motherfucker wouldn't have been 50-0. I still say Pernell would have beat the shit out of Floyd Mayweather. Fuck that. Pernell Whitaker, one of my favorite fighters. I could be biased with that, but I say Pernell would have won. I think a prime Oscar De La Hoya, like when he fought Oscar was over the hill, bro. I think Oscar younger, I think that's a totally different fight. A younger Oscar De La Hoya. I think that's a totally different fight.
I think that's like if an older Oscar put him to like a 7-5 victory, what would a younger one have done? Like, could have the younger one not win 2 more rounds?
Right.
It was all about the jab. That's why, to me, I feel like Tommy Hearns would have beat Floyd, but that's a whole different,
I definitely feel like I feel like Tommy would have beat Floyd too. I think his dimensions alone would have gave Floyd
I think
too much
Tommy
problem.
would be a nightmare matchup. Like one of the few fantasy matchups that's totally reasonable. That's just like why too much. You know what I mean? Just too much.
Right, Ellis Joe. Exactly. Better be a guy dropped by Callum Johnson. Yeah, bro. Man, Hearns knocks his ass out, bro. Fuck that. I'm just convinced of it. But that's the thing with these fantasy fights. We'll never know.
Right now, I would definitely favor Beterbiev, though.
Over Hearns?
Right now.
Yeah, I would favor Hearns.
No, right now, old ass Tommy Hearns.
Oh, you mean oh hell yeah.
Is that is that a Frankie Gennaro in your profile picture?
I don't know. I'll bring it up. Is it? Can you see it? Intangible? Is it?
Looks like it. I'm trying to see the date. Can't really see it too well. Looks like it though.
I can't see the date either.
I know it says January.
Let's say ring, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see that shit. I'm old too, so I can't see it. My eyes is going. All 4 beat Mayweather. What, Duran, Hearns, Hagler, and Sugar Ray?
They could. I mean, it's possible.
I don't know, man. He may have had a better chance against Duran and no, not Hagler. Fuck that. Hagler demolishes him.
Hagler, that's not even a possible match.
Yeah, that's not even a matchup.
I've always stated I pick Floyd over Duran.
Yeah, I think he had success over Duran.
But I think Hearns would win convincingly, and so would Ray.
Yeah.
I'm a Tommy Hearns fanboy, like I stated. I'll never pick a single welterweight to defeat Tommy Hearns. You know what? Sugar Ray Leonard versus Tommy Hearns fantasy matchup. Even though it's not a fantasy matchup, I'd still pick Tommy Hearns. Still. He was robbed in that fight, premature stoppage. He was outboxing the shit out of Ray Leonard. It's just that Ray Leonard was the golden goose. So.
Yeah, I don't know about no premature stoppage, but
yeah, nobody outboxed Tommy Hearns though. Nobody ever.
Yeah, Hearns was. That's what I'm saying,
That's
bro.
not true. I mean,
He
that's
moved so well, bro.
Never.
Who outboxed him?
Aaron Barkley literally outboxed him.
No, outboxed him. He out hustled him.
That's. I mean,
maybe
that's
outworked him, and it was a close
Aaron Barkley
decision.
was a beast, though, man.
Yeah,
he was a beast too.
That's no knock. That's no
Aaron
knock
Barkley
at
was
all.
an excellent
I mean,
fighter, but
that's
he
a
out.
fact.
But as far as outboxing someone, boxing someone from the outside, or being able to control the fight from distance, Aaron Barkley out hustled him in the second fight. Was able to outwork him maybe, but outboxing him, he didn't do that. That wasn't his style.
This is like that whole Amir Khan shit, man. I hate that. Oh, Amir Khan's never been outboxed. Like, dude, come on. If you get stopped before a fight, that means you got outboxed so bad that you got stopped. Or if he lost a split decision on points, he won those points under the criteria of boxing. So he was outboxed. Maybe if you want to say no one's ever beaten him on the back foot or something like that, sure. But he was outboxed.
Yes,
and he was even outboxed to the extent to where he got put unconscious a couple times or deemed unfit to continue. So yes, he has been outboxed.
Like the whole Canelo situation. They say,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
outboxing Canelo.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, but
was he really?
Outboxing someone isn't necessarily outscoring them. Those are two different sort of method. Those are two different phrases. When you outbox someone, that means you're literally boxing them from the outside or boxing them from a distance.
Yeah, but that's not the description that IBT just laid. If
I just said maybe no one's ever beat him on the back foot. You can say that. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
And no one ever will.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
That's true. Nobody will ever outbox him at this point. Not even Khan, because that motherfucker's finished.
I'm my favorite Tommy Hearns over Khan right now.
I'll pick Tommy Hearns, actually.
Right.
You know what? I've got a controversial opinion. Tommy Hearns would beat Sugar Ray Robinson.
Tommy Hearns would probably make he would probably make him look like he made Martin look on that episode. That's how Connor come out looking.
Yeah, let me just say, man, Sugar Ray Robinson did fight some good punchers at 147, but none on the level of Hearns. And when he did in RD11, he almost got knocked out. I got a feeling Hearns would ice Sugar Ray Robinson.
And the same extent, Sugar Ray Leonard, you can make Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson comparison to Tommy Hearns, right? I think Tommy Hearns is one of those guys who, like, in fantasy matchups, just really good because his arsenal was, great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's that correct, Jim.
Tommy Hearns was unbeatable.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't think any welterweight throughout history beats him on points. I'm that big of a Hearns fanboy. I refuse to ever pick anyone to beat Hearns. You give me Barbados Joe Walcott, who might be the worst style matchup for him. I'm still picking Hearns. Fuck it.
Yo, D.
There he goes.
Oh yeah, Tommy Hearns, Martin Lawrence. That was
that shit was hilarious. That's how he have Khan looking after that fight.
Yeah, for real.
Did you send me a picture? Did you send me a? I didn't see your picture, bro. Send it to me in the DM. I'll put it up. All right, man. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I got to get ready to leave. I'm going to look at. Tell you guys, I'm going to look at a 745i today. I'm going to look at an E320. What else are we going to look at? And that MXD, that fucking Acura truck. So that's what I'm going to go look at those three cars today. E320 Benz, 745, and that Acura truck. We're gonna go test drive those.
Are you gonna twin turbo it, D?
Fuck no, bro. You know, I'm not a rich man. I ain't putting nothing in it. That shit's gonna stay just plain Jane. I'm not putting no rims on it, none of that shit. Plain Jane.
No, at least a custom license plate. Come on.
I might do a little customized license plate. G Jeffrey.
G Jeffrey.
G Jeffrey's
Nah,
priceless.
B, you idiot.
Oh my, I think that's too many. You can only have 7. Oh no, I could use the U. Just
Yeah,
the
you can
letter
use the
U.
letter U. Yeah, that'd actually be
Idiot.
great.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be. Man, I might see if I can get that. You idiot. And I seen this bumper sticker, right? Which I would never put a bumper sticker on my car, but I seen this bumper sticker said, "Keep tailgating. Gonna have bumper testing today." I thought that was hilarious, man. I backed right up off that motherfucker too, because I won't tailgate no more on purpose. But I was up on him and I seen the sticker. Yeah, I backed up about damn 7 feet off of him, because last thing I need somebody slamming brake. Bow. Free bumper testing today. Yeah. But anyway, guys, we got part 3 tomorrow on this here topic. Let me see right quick. What topics we I'm going to tell you right quick before we leave, guys, which ones we have for tomorrow. Damn. I can't remember. I know I went up 15, 18. What's after 18? 22. So I know 22 was in there for tomorrow, because that's how I went up, like 50, 18. I did the lower class. I didn't want to put like all the lower classes, because then we probably would have just had like a couple of people that knew about it. Like if I did 15, 18, and 22, guarantee you Intangible would have been able to speak on it. Maybe IBT and then myself, and then be like, I don't know about that class D, so I didn't want to do it like that, bro, because
Yeah,
I don't really
it'd
know
be best
about
to
the
put sort of a variety of them. That makes sense.
Right, so I kind of split them up. I did a low class, then a middle class. Like people 130 is popular, so you might not know 18, but everybody know Tank Davis and Shakur and shit like that. So you might not know Cruiserweight, but at least you could get in with Tank Davis and Shakur. So I had to mix it up, put one in there on each day that somebody knows something about that weight class. You know what I mean? That's how I did it. So, I think, again, conversations that we have like this, especially with guys like Mark and IBT and Intangible and come on the panel and they know a lot of these weight classes, we learn a lot, bro. We sit here and we have these discussions and we learn a lot. You know what I mean? So, so I think that it's really good for us to have. All right, here it goes. Let me see. So tomorrow, guys, see how long this damn computer take. That's why I say I need another one. All right, tomorrow is part 3, and we're doing, got it right here. We're doing 122, 154, and 175. Yeah, that's tomorrow. 122, 154, 175. So that's gonna be Jamel and those guys. We just talked about Arthur Beterbiev and Joe Smith and them. And then we can get Neri and them. Neri's at 22, right? Or is he at 26?
22.
22, right. Neri and those guys. Right. Fucking Neri.
Neri, Akbadalia, Rahman, them cats.
Rahman, right. Yep. So that's going to be tomorrow,
Fulton.
guys. Yeah, and I already tell y'all right now, Fulton's in one of my top 3.
I'll give you a hint. Fulton is also in my top 3.
All right, fellas. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Appreciate everybody coming out. Y'all know how it
Please, happy shopping.
No doubt. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.